All right. Did anybody want to do a recap?
No, I think you should because you lost your notes.
Yeah, I did. I lost my notes from last week. Chances are that they wound up on the back of a shopping list.
A shopping list.
So they're going.
So
they're
what,
gone
the
now.
third, fifth time that's happened?
Second time that's happened.
Okay.
Second
I like
time.
that
It's only happened once before.
inflates it immediately.
My Discord has just posted both mine and Ben's streams at the same time.
Well, what I don't get is there's like a 10-minute lag before when I put it up and when it goes up on through Discord before when the bot goes.
It didn't used to be that bad.
No,
I think their bot that particular bot servers are just really lagging now.
Like before, when we used to do it, Midge would be like, "I'm going live," and then you would hear like 3 cell phones go like 2 seconds later, and we'd all be like, "Hey, Midge is live." But
speak of the devil, my phone just went off.
the party
just went off also.
The party heard rumor of some children going missing throughout the town. They did some cursory investigations and found that most of them seemed to have gone astray near an old abandoned manor that is left unoccupied inside the township, the municipality, as it were, of Rend. And let's see. They managed to defeat a door successfully using magic for the first time.
I used my thing, didn't I?
Yeah, breach and clear.
It was a combination of dispel magic and nudge.
I almost knocked down the whole whole building.
If I remember correctly, you rolled like a natural 20 on hitting the door.
I got a critical.
Yeah, and just
one time I
get
get critical, it's a hit door.
Everybody enter the house, started very cautiously exploring. Tog sent around a weasel to do some exploring, not realizing that the weasel doesn't have dark vision. And was
making it useless.
Of absolutely no help in the given situation. There was
that fucking weasel.
Some voices in Coswin's head. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
He chose to ignore them for the most part. The party made it into a parlor area and was set us on by I can say now it was a couple shadows. They were CR 1/2 monsters, so they were not very difficult. And I
feel kind of bad that I wasted a couple of very high level spells on them now.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
They had 12 hit points.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't use high level spells. I used high level spell slots because Magic Missile was the only thing I could do that could hit them.
He did Magic Missile like
countering.
Level 3,
you doubled them and stuff. You twinned the spells as well, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I just
because he didn't roll on the wild.
I only spent one sorcery point.
Oh, okay, fair.
So
that's not
that
too
was
bad,
for that was for something. I don't know, maybe quickening a spell. I think
that was bend luck.
No, because that wouldn't have worked. So I reverted. We mulliganed that, and I quickened a spell, and I did like a double hit at one point.
Ah, that was right. Yeah. D&D Reddit.
So, having defeated the shadows, which had basically they looked like charred, like somebody had like self-combusted on the chairs, but then the shadows peeled up off of the chairs and beset the party. Every
time you say defeated the shadows, the 50s band The Shadows appears in my head. I've just got the image that you're beating up Hank Marvin.
Smashing someone with a bass guitar. We left the party in the parlor in the manor, having just recently defeated the shadows, and Coswin and Hadrian are suffering from -1 to their strength ability scores at the moment.
Yeah, so it puts me at strength 7. So
you are
-2
for someone who's 7'1". You're surprisingly weak.
Unnaturally 7'1". This character started off a full foot and I think 2 inches shorter than.
Yeah.
I'm at 16 strength. It sucks.
Oh, it must be really bad.
Okay, so
welcome to my level, Roach.
I'm at 16 strength.
What do we want to do, guys?
Take a nap. Get my strength back.
I really don't mind.
Can you describe like the directions, like the building again? Because I forgot how we got to where we are.
The room you're in, if you're you came through a doorway. To your right was a set of like double doors that led to where you came from. Basically, just went around to like the dining area that's at the back of the house. There is a stairwell in front of you that leads up, and another set of double doors to your left, and then the hallway you came through behind you. So what are you guys gonna do?
Well, we must be getting close to whoever it was if there's shadows in here.
There's obviously something in there, definitely.
Or this could have been just a, unrelated encounter.
Well, considering you're being spoken to by a magic wand, and
I haven't.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
I do because I heard it as well at first.
You heard it once, but you don't know the wand is there, and you never heard it again after that.
What do you mean? I don't know the wand is there? We saw it in the.
There's a magic wand.
Hallway. It was in the
Sir
display
Hadrian
case.
was the only one who saw it, wasn't he?
Was he?
I called attention to it.
Oh,
though.
you did? I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't remember you saying it out loud.
Yeah, he did. And then all the magic users heard it and were like. So I can only assume Goswin's still talking to it. But anyway,
Yeah, because muttering shit randomly.
I mean, is that any different than normal?
Can I perception the room, see if there's anything that would say that, like, a certain direction's been used more, like maybe like we were looking for before, footprints in the dust,
Yeah.
like a cleaner area.
Yeah, you could do a perception check.
Oh, that's how we're gonna do it today. Okay, cool.
It's gonna be a good day.
You don't particularly notice any disturbances in the room. There is a lot of commotion when the shadows came out. Everybody's moving around and not really attempting to preserve the scene. So you're like the cops in CSI who trounced through the crime scene, and now the CSI investigators are just like, I don't know whose footprints are whose.
Why didn't you wear your little booties, you little bastard? Well, I mean, like, okay. So this isn't a dead end, but we have. So how many other paths are there?
There's a hallway behind you. Like, if you're facing the direction you came in, you're basically in like a parlor/library. There's a fireplace and some like overstuffed chairs around it, bookshelves. There's a stairway that leads up in front of you. Double doors to your left and right. The double doors to your right lead back to the dining area where you guys came in. The double doors to your left lead, you can rightly assume, based on, the geometry of the building and, directionals and whatnot, that leads towards the front of the building, which was partially collapsed and destroyed.
Go upstairs.
Yeah, let's go up.
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, can I get a marching order?
I'll take the back.
Hadrian, Parry, me, Rebecca, Coswin.
Cosman. Yep. I like that.
Okay.
That's kind of our new marching order. Fighters, support, mages.
Coswin. Fighters support Coswin.
Or Mr. Artlock's the Battle Bard.
Battle Bard. Bow.
I can't wait till I get level 8 so I can take a trait. I think I'm gonna take Warcaster.
Oh, nice.
That was pretty cool. You guys are all either 5 or 6 right now, right?
I am 6.
6.
6. Okay.
Technically, I'm still 4.
Because he needs to rest.
You'd have to go back to your house to rest to get your level up. Okay, so you guys start marching up the stairs, and after you guys get past the first few staircases, it is pretty obvious that there has been traffic here. There are, it looks like drag marks where maybe like a cloak or a dress or a long garment or something was like slid from step to step up. But Sir Hadrian, you take a right-hand turn as you get to a landing and start going up. Do a perception check. You notice that at the top of the stairs, all of the drag marks just vanish.
Okay. Can I see anything? Like, what's the hallway look like?
As you kind of get your head above like the level of the floor, you can see that there's like like guardrails around the edges of the stairwell to prevent people from falling in, and it just looks like hallways and bedrooms. You can see some like partially adjacent doors with like 4-poster beds with their like ragged bedcloths on them and stuff like that.
All right. Well, then I am going to inform everybody that the drag marks stop, and then ask what they want to do. Specifically, Artlock.
Can you tell from the size of the drag marks?
They're they don't look like feet. It looks more like garments, like bopping up and down across the ground. So it's just kind of like.
So that could be the levitating man that I saw come into this building.
Or also, like, how large are the drag marks? Like, is it a full men's size, like, say, frock coat or something like that dragging along? Or maybe, like, a summer dress from a little kid? Like the summer dress that Lydia was wearing.
Make an intelligence check.
That's a good question, Tog.
I like Sleepy Tog. Well, never mind.
But Rebecca don't work very well.
You don't fucking know. you slept through the class of comparative drag marks.
Damnation.
Wow, a 1 and a 2.
I guess just continue on.
Yes.
Well, it looks like we're depending on Sir Hadrian for today.
I guess start looking in the rooms.
Okay. Sir Hadrian, you slowly and cautiously creep up the stairwells. And who's behind Sir Hadrian?
Parry.
Perry.
The two.
Sir Hadrian's got his sword out, and he cautiously walks up the stairs. As he goes to take the last step, you just see he disappears.
What the? Eyes.
It's probably
what happened now?
It could just be an illusion,
or it could be dead.
Ask Sir Hadrian if he's there.
I'm gonna stop. Obviously, walking. So I might, if I walk forward, I might also disappear. And I'm gonna, well, not shout. I'm gonna ask Hadrian. Hadrian, are you there?
There's no answer.
Shit. I'm gonna. Who's behind me then?
Me.
Okay, I'll turn around and say, Artlocks. Adrian just walked in this room. He just disappeared. I can't hear him.
Okay. So clearly, all the humans in this party have just noticed that they now can't see anything because their lights.
The light disappeared. Yeah, if anything, you could see even less than it would be if you were just in a dark room, because you did have bright light shining around.
Yeah.
And your eyes have lit acclimated, so all of a sudden, boom, you guys can't see shit.
You know what? We need to start carrying torches again. We need to start carrying
Can't
those.
Cosmin like just make a...
I mean, I've still got some in my bag if you want one.
What'd you say, Perry?
Flame? Like in your hand?
I'm sorry,
I don't know. Is that possible? Can your character like make a flame in his hand?
I don't have conjure flame or control flame. I just have.
Okay.
He could.
I have fire bolts.
He could burn the house down,
fireball.
but he can't light a candle.
Actually, hold on a second. Can I?
Wait, does it prestidigitation emit light?
I think it does, but it's not something you can like hold there for a
No,
it
it's
would be
not.
like a. I think.
Constantly just cast.
Damn it. Okay, I was gonna do minor illusion, but an illusion cannot emit light, so that's
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Just an
You could
illusionary
create
fire
an
that's dark.
instantaneous. You could create like a brief with prestidigitation. Create like a brief flash of light, similar to a torch.
Like a flash bulb.
Yeah.
It's
You can make it worse for everybody.
So if I
Blind
keep
it.
doing it, I can strobe us.
Arlox, you need to do that next time we breach a room.
I was about to say,
Flashbang.
every you can do.
That's
You
a good
could
idea.
theoretically cast like go in there. It's like a horror movie where the only thing someone has to light their way is like the big flash of a camera. You do it every 6 seconds. You have to wait for the camera to recharge because it's an action. So you could go poof, poof, and just go through the house like that.
It's like when you get a really artsy film director that like,
Yeah.
has like a fight
God.
scene where it's just flashlight.
Or you get a really shit director and they don't know how to light a scene correctly and they get
Oh my
flashes.
God.
Or, you know, it's just the last Resident Evil movie and they just cut things.
Oh,
30 times.
oh my! that
Or they're
was
just
by far
J.J. Abrams.
the
I can't
worst
watch that movie. I can't. It makes me sick.
Someone
Yeah,
lost their
literally.
leg in the creation of the last Resident Evil film.
And that person must feel
that wasn't
like
worth
he
it.
got cheated out of a limb lost.
That
like,
is
just-
by
shame.
far one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, and it is physically difficult to watch because I counted in one fight scene there were 127 camera cuts in like a 30-second fight scene.
Yeah, and it's obvious too that they're using like 10 different scenes because characters like clothes will be different and stains will be different on them. Like,
Oh, it's
like it'll
terrible.
be like, oh, this is from the first cut. This is from the 10th take. Like, it'll just like the guy making it just goes like, I don't fucking care anymore, and he just takes another swig of his drink. And
Well, the
All right.
production of it got delayed by like 2 years, didn't it? Repeatedly.
I don't. Then just
Okay, I am going to move past Parry and slowly put my hand out.
Hold on. I just hold on.
You're gonna
What if your
arcana
hand-
check it.
Let me
Disappears.
check things. I think
You can't see anything.
No,
did
but
see-
I have
He
an
doesn't
innate magical sense.
I was about to say, he doesn't necessarily need to be able to see a magical like item to
Fair.
sense it.
I honestly, I just want to know if this disintegrated Sir Hadrian or if he's still here. That's the thing I want to know. I mean,
If he
maybe it's
goes into another
teleported.
dimension,
Do an Arcana
You know
check.
Well, yeah, today's gonna be bad.
That that instantaneous loss of the light and just your vision going completely dark before your pupils had a chance to start acclimating really threw off your balance. Like you like stumble back on the stairs, almost go down for a second, catch yourself on the wall. Yeah, you can't. You're too distracted to
Gentlemen?
really sense anything.
I have a solution to this. I pick up the weasel and I, just push it.
Didn't the
through
weasel fail to go through it and appear next to you last time it went through one of these?
Yes,
All right,
but I
let me-
know if it failed.
I got
Well, no,
okay. I gotta
that's
look up this familiar stuff, so because he's gonna keep doing this. I gotta figure out how this familiar stuff works.
The true mark of a DM. The true mark of a DM. Just going. Fuck! I gotta learn this class now.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, in
because
hindsight, I
I'm not
picked the rat.
positive, but I don't necessarily think you were correct about the familiar just reappearing.
Even
next to you.
even if that was a thing, though, Tog, like that still wouldn't help us because if you threw the weasel at the thing and it disintegrated people, then it would just appear next to you and you'd know it wouldn't go
that's
through.
not how it works.
And then he threw it, then it would just appear next to you because it would be teleported to a different plane. Like it would
No.
still just appear next to
No.
you.
I want to roll
What if it
poly
just-
through it.
what if it just makes you like? What if you go through it and it just makes you invisible and that's it? But then
What
you
I'm-
can't
what I'm-
talk or hear
Okay.
anything.
And
So
I've been
Hadrian's just fucking with you.
I've been invisible before. Okay, through both
I-
willingly and unwillingly. So I know
We can do
you
what
can
we
get
did
out of
last time and get Rebecca to do a dispel magic.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
That's actually a
You're-
high level spell.
Wait, did we hear Sir Hadrian say that?
That's actually a terrible
Is
idea.
the joke? Is the
but-
joke bad?
No,
His head
Joke
pops back.
plays
That's a
out.
horrible idea.
what I'm doing with the weasel, with my familiar, is that as long as it's within 100 feet of me, I can communicate it with it instantaneously, telepathically. I'm going to send it through and say, "Are you dead?" And if it's on the same plane of existence and within 100 feet of me, it can respond.
Okay.
Unless it's dead, right?
Unless it's dead. And then we know it's bad.
Or it got
Or it's on a
teleported
different
to-
plane of existence.
Yeah, which
And
doesn't
we know
help
it's
us.
bad. Well,
All right, yeah, go ahead.
It certainly rules out if this is just an illusion, so I deployed a weasel.
Okay, so you deploy the weasel. You send it forward. It hippity hops Twiglets up a couple stairs. It hippity hops up a couple stairs, and as it gets to the top landing, disappears.
Can I still talk to it?
Have you tried?
Yes. I ask it, is everything alright?
No response.
So it's either dead or it's in another plane, which doesn't help us.
Yeah, because if it isn't dead or on another plane,
Thanks, Rebecca. You can step back now.
it works for me. It would,
Tog, do you
it would have
remember
a
what
reason-
page of the player's manual the familiar stuff was on? Because I can't seem to find it.
I've got the compendium link open. I'll just post it to you, Ben.
I'm really upset by this pack of Twiglets. Because it's
We
a
all
Christmas-
are.
Because it's a Christmas. It's a
There you go,
Christmas
Ben.
box,
No,
which means they're already selling Christmas like foods and decorations in the UK.
Oh, don't even start. I had to go to a Walmart a couple days ago, and they were already selling Christmas lights.
Yeah. So it's literally got Christmas like design on it.
Or
And I do like
that
it
could
because
be
it's a
from
giant
last
box of
year's
Twiglets.
Christmas.
No, it's not. I got this from a Lidl.
Tog, where's
The
this
Germans are
link?
pretty efficient.
It's in tabletop.
Tabletop. Oh, I was in the
Tabletop,
wrong
yeah.
tabletop.
Yeah, it was from a Lidl.
It acts independently of me, but always obeys your commands. So if it can talk to me, it will.
That seems contradictory.
Okay, Tug.
It's just Tog.
Right off the bat, when the familiar drops to 0 hit points, it disappears, leaving behind no physical form. It reappears after you cast the spell again.
Yes. So if it dies, it disappears and then needs to be recasted.
Yeah, what you were saying was that if something happens to it, it disappears and reappears next to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry then. I did screw that up.
That's where I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Oh,
Oh God, Ben's got like a little something on his green screen behind him, and it's starting to piss me off. I can just see it.
What?
Yeah, no, I can just see it under your. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
there's a little black mark. I can see it.
yeah. Yeah,
Where?
no, and he
Where?
can't.
I can't see it. What is it?
and now you're gonna make Ben go crazy. Look.
I was looking at it and I was trying to scratch it off my screen for a second, and I was just
Are
like,
you talking about like right here?
no, it's where your head currently is.
Other side.
Right
no,
there?
move your body to the other side of the camera.
Move your head. Move your head.
Yeah, there,
Yeah,
there.
it's in that. It's in there. That area where your head
see it.
was.
I don't notice. I can't see it.
Yeah.
It's like there.
I don't see any.
thought it was
Anywho.
Sorry.
Ben goes
That was really pissing me off. I was scratching my screen trying to get it off my screen. It was
Okay, so your familiar disappears.
Well, that's worrying.
Arcana check.
I like the
Yeah,
fact
can
that
I-
he's more worried about his damn weasel.
Yeah.
No,
All right,
as in it's
Arlock.
worse.
To be honest, I don't even know your first name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
All right, Artlock,
sir?
you step to the front of the party and just kind of concentrate on the area in front of you for a second. And as you shift your head from left to right, you see the slightest distortion in the air in front of you, kind of like a heat haze. You get a
Okay,
familiar feeling.
See, I know illusions. I've got illusionary magic, so would I be able to deduce this is an illusion?
It's not an illusion.
It is not an illusion. Oh. That means it's probably a portal.
Oh God! Last time we went through a portal, we ended up in. Actually, I don't remember where we ended up.
Yeah, but you don't fucking know.
Portal.
We ended up inside of a well that was sealed up.
Must say,
Yeah.
last
Okay.
time you stepped through a portal, you nearly drowned to death.
I've got an idea.
And everyone else was telling lies. That's
I am gonna, like... I've got a sheet of paper. I'm gonna get a sheet of paper, roll it up into a tube. So it's like...
Okay.
Like you'd roll up a newspaper. And I'm gonna put it through and then pull it back.
Okay. So...
Catches on fire and it's just dead.
Yeah, I want to see if it comes back, like, whole, basically.
Okay.
Just a pentagram scribbled into it.
Are we? So is this Stargate rules or is this?
I'm trying to figure out if this is something. If this is the like, what the fuck the
Event horizon.
Yeah, the event horizon of it. If when this dissipates, do I get cut in half or what? So you roll up the piece of paper and stick it through, and as you push it in, you see the edge of the paper slowly disappear, and you pull it back. It's still there.
Okay, so I'm now going to write on the piece of paper, Hadrian, are you okay? And put it back through.
Okay, so you take out a quill, write Hadrian, are you okay? You put it all the way through, give it a little like push so your hand doesn't actually touch the like event horizon. Sir Hadrian, you find yourself standing on a precipice with a decaying bramble forest in front of you. You turn around behind you and look down, and you see a craggy cliff and inky black and purple darkness. You look up and you see the same inky black and purple darkness above you and below you. Turn back around to the decaying bramble forest, and then this little note pops into this little scroll of paper pops into existence next to you and clatters to the ground.
So my question now is: this is Stargate rules where you can't go back the same way. You can't go back on a wormhole. It's one way.
All right, I will pick it up and look at it.
You unscroll it. It says, Hadrian, are you okay?
And now what he's gonna? There's no portal in front of him, is there? It's just empty. It's just empty air.
It's just air.
I also don't have anything to write with, so
I tap what I think is Artlock's shoulder.
A blood
I can't see.
No, pops back through. Yes, I'm okay. Join me.
We're going. We don't need eyes.
Yeah, cause when you would have tapped my shoulder, since I'm directly in front of you.
Artlock, what if there's no portal on his side? And does he have a quill or ink?
No,
I throw him.
He doesn't have a quill, and he might not have a portal on his side, or he might be dead. Oh yeah, is there a weasel next to Sir Adrian?
You wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that we've made contact with him.
I just love the fact that
well, should we check out the rest of the house and then come back?
Well, see, now we come into a problem of magic. Now we come into magical theory, which was my minor. And this for all we know, this portal could have some sort of time compression or elongation. I mean, who knows? Maybe an hour in our time's 10 years in his time. And last time we went into a portal, we were gone for 6 months.
I don't
Ben.
want to go for another 6 months.
Is there, like,
Is there food or water?
No, I have food and water.
For a couple of days.
What's on the ground?
It is rocky terrain in front of you. As you look to the left and to the right, you just see this endless precipice curving off in either direction, and just that same inky black purple haze above you and below you at the bottom of the cliff. You look out across, and you just see like a star, kind of that hazy purple black starry night sky as far as you can see. In front of you, you see this bramble forest. It is brown and decaying. It looks like it's like plants barely hanging on to onto life, and it is just a thick forest in front of you.
So there's nothing with like a dark sap near me.
Dark sap?
Yeah. You know, like
Like you want to make some shitty maple syrup?
no, like something I could put my signet ring into.
Hell syrup.
You could
Oh,
you could go up
so-
to a tree and check. None of them seem to be leaking sap though.
All right, go back to the other people.
One's
I
leaking
figured
blood,
to fix-
though, oddly enough. It's,
One has a face and it's crying blood red liquid.
Begging for the sweet release of death.
that reminds me of that. There's I think there was an Onion segment where they had one of their video things, and it was talking about and today farmers were surprised to find that a genetically modified ear of corn was crying out for its life, and it goes to a corn just saying, "Kill me, kill me."
For a second there, you think you see the slight movement of a small rodent running off into the woods.
Well, hey, there you go. You can survive on that. Drink the blood, eat the meat.
All right, what's the plan, guys?
Well, we need him because I can't see anything.
Oh, bugger all. I'm going for the damn thing.
All right, Rebecca takes a couple steps forward. One deep breath, disappears, and Sir Hadrian, in an instant, Rebecca is standing next to you.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Right.
Oh,
Our luck's Perry. I think we can leave now, right? Yeah, let's go.
I turn around.
I
and look
hate
if there's
portals.
No portal.
There's no portal.
Oh, that would explain it.
You are standing on the edge of this precipice that just goes down as far as the eye can see.
Well, this looks like a horrible place to be.
I go
made a
through the
mistake.
portal.
Why did I come after you?
I'm going to take like a few steps forward, get away from where all these things keep appearing.
Yeah. When I see him start to edge away from where the people start appearing, it's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
And then a wild pause.
Harry, do you want to check the rest of the building with me, or do we go?
Well, the things I'm thinking is everyone keeps going through this room and disappearing, but they don't come back.
Yeah.
If it was safe, wouldn't they come back?
Well, like Cosman just said, it might be the fact that they just don't have another portal on the other side. But like, I've been
Why then
stuck
go
in
through
portals
then?
before, so
I mean, we got out the last time we went into a portal. It just spit us out in that pool, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't hear any of you. You're through the portal.
I didn't go through yet.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Rebecca and
I
and
mean,
Sir Hadrian.
it spit us out on the other side 4 months later. And the world
Actually, was I the only one that I don't remember the Feywild at all.
Harry
I don't
doesn't
remember.
either.
Harry
Neither
doesn't.
of the two people I'm stood with remember the Feywild.
Nope.
Okay.
It was only me and Tyburn that remembered it.
Yep.
I mean,
I get to remember it.
Ardlox, think about it like this. Think about it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you bet if you had to hide? Oh, God, this is gonna sound really bad, even for me. If you had to hide children, what? I think a demon portal would probably be the best way.
Who said
That's,
anything about demon
that's going on my
portal?
quote section. I can guarantee that
I'm putting
at
it
some
on there right
point.
now. I'm putting it on there right now. I don't even
If
care.
you had to hide some children, wouldn't
Right,
the
where's
demon
Roach?
portal be the
There
first
it is.
place?
Oh God!
Shit Roach says, if you had to hide children, then
Then a demon portal would
I-
probably be the best way.
So, what's the plan, guys?
I mean, if we're here to find missing kids, I think we should try all of our options here. I mean, because here's the thing: either we go through, there's no portal on the other side, then we find a way back. Who knows how much time has passed? I mean, if we're lucky, no time has passed, then we can just try again and avoid this place.
do you know what? We need to start stocking up like
Are you saying you're going to save
teleportation
Scrub?
scrolls, portal scrolls to get us back to Rend.
I mean, those are expensive.
You're talking about like
I have a lot of money
planar-
right now.
like a scroll of like planar shift or something like that.
We just need like a
that, or you could.
dimension door.
That or Artlocks, you could actually. Well, Dimension Door is a very short range thing, actually.
It's about
but
500 feet,
yeah,
I think.
yeah, Artlocks. You could hire one of the magically inclined individuals what's the one on the west side of the river? Karna. In Karna, and just have them spend like a couple of months making a teleport circle in Rend.
Yeah,
and then we have that.
Yeah, like you can have commission, like if you wanted to, you could, and you had the money, which I mean you guys do have a lot of money right now. You can have like mages put a teleportation circle in 2 places and then insta travel between those 2 places.
Well, no, you can teleport circle is you can just have the one permanent one, and if one of us
looks like a Stargate. You just get the dialing code.
If one of us if one of us gets the teleport spell, we can make a temporary one. Or if we get a teleport spell scroll, we can use it, and it'll go to a permanent one that we learn. So I mean that's an option.
I mean,
it
I
is an
think
option.
in future we need to do that, and I push Coswin through them.
There is the chance that if you don't know exactly, like, depending on how well you know an area, is how well the transport is going to work.
I mean, that's why I was going to put it in the center.
Rend.
Yeah, I own the place. So.
But if you're in Rend and you step in the circle, be like, I want to go to Karna. You have a good knowledge of Karna, so that'd be easy. But if you're like, I want to go to a city you've never been to and hit that, then it'd be a roll of a die to see.
Yeah, that's why we want to use it as a get back sort of thing.
Yeah. It's like transporters in Star Trek. If you do a site-to-site transport, it's much more stable.
We don't want to use it as going places. We want to get back to Rend if need be.
For example, if we end up in the Feywild again.
Yeah.
Okay,
right,
so
everyone in the teleport scroll.
Roach, you feel Coswood. I'm sorry, gotta get back in. You feel a shove behind you, and you stumble forward, fall face first through this portal, and Sir Hadrian, you see Coswood just face down on the ground next to you and Rebecca.
Welcome.
Son of a bitch!
And then our Artlocks just casually strolls on through, and you see you kind of like
on Coswin because
steps on Coswin and Perry. Are you going through?
All aboard.
Well, I mean, if everyone else is going through, I might as well go through, I guess.
Harry's always the last one through portals.
Perry sighs, begrudgingly steps through.
You know what?
Last one last time.
I haven't gone through a fucking portal on my own yet. I keep getting pushed or blown into the fucking things.
By me!
Yes, by Artlocks!
It's like B.A. Baracus from the A-Team keeps getting drugged and put on planes.
I'm having flashbacks to when the woman, lady that I saved, her head exploded or whatever, and became that little monster.
Yeah, that happened. That was a thing.
You know, that should have been the first thing that tipped us off that we weren't on the material plane. Somebody's brain becoming a living creature.
You guys brought her through from the material plane.
Here's the funny thing. Aren't you both now standing on top of Coswin?
I'm assuming that, like, Artlocks didn't just, like, trot on his face, like, he stepped on him, then it was just like, oh, you know?
Yeah. Right.
Coswin rolls slightly out of the way.
Oh, I'm gonna hand the note back to Artlocks. Or hand the note to Artlocks and say yes. Fantastically.
Yeah, I'm good.
Can I history check where I am?
You can try.
Death, decay, despair, usual.
Pretty good.
You look around, like you look behind you over this precipice that just leads into this inky blackness that expands as far as you can see below you, out in front of you, above you, and you've definitely read in your studies about like extra-dimensional spaces or pocket dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
You can pretty well ascertain that could be where you are, floating through like the astral plane in a pocket dimension.
Oh, good.
What's behind us? Like, if we look back to where we just walked through, we can just see nothing.
You look behind you, and you just see this inky purple-black darkness expanding above you, in front of you and below you as far as the eye can see.
Huh, maybe this wasn't a good idea.
You could rightly assume that falling off this precipice probably wouldn't be good for your health.
Guys, we need to start checking for these things.
It was
looking where we're going.
Oh, I was about to say, well, Arlux was familiar with it, but Sir Hadrian was the first one through.
We just need to start checking for traps or dimensional portals. I guess.
See, what I love about traps is that I don't use them very frequently, and it's infrequent enough for everybody to forget about them until they're hit with a trap.
I love that Hadrian got a 22 perception and still fell through this.
That was for a different thing. That was him.
He was
the whole way that this was.
He was very specifically looking for, like, at the drag marks, and what I told him was that the drag marks get to the landing and then just abruptly stop.
Well, okay, so somebody came in here, which means logically there must be a way out. Though then again, I mean, what the fuck does logic mean anymore?
So around us, there's this inky black darkness and a precipice that one way, and then there's a forest the other.
Yeah, in front of you, there's this
Forest of Brambles,
decaying Bramble Forest.
Great.
I guess we go into the Forest of Brambles.
Who why would somebody do this? Like why not like a beach? why not
gods like dark things is what I'm guessing.
This is a pocket dimension. Somebody made this.
Yeah, someone made this. Maybe they're a cultist of some sort to some god of.
If I had a pocket dimension, it'd be like a mansion.
I mean, how many
island full of women?
How many evil people have we found since we?
Island full of one woman.
One woman, just one woman.
I misspoke. Sorry, I just traveled planarly, so it's I have that time lag, a little
motion sickness.
Jet lag.
Yeah, he's got portal lag.
Is there any visible path into the Bramble Forest?
Do a perception check.
He also had to bring rats in here. Because there was a rat that was in here, and it's not like he made those. So he had to populate this thing with rats and bramble forests.
Or it ran through the portal.
I mean, that is a possibility.
Stretching from where you stand, there is a very faint... Because this is... Now, you're not in a house where there's, like, dust tracks to follow. You can definitely see that there's very faint marks leading into the woods.
Into the woods we go!
Joy. I guess I
gotta start singing show tunes again, Mitch.
What? Yes.
I'm okay with that.
Spooky Mormon hell dream.
Of course. I got OJ free. Oh, okay.
Father gives a blowjob to Hitler.
I forgot about that. He's talking about the Book of Mormon. There's a certain song that everything goes weird because he has like a hallucinate dream. It's great. I'm happy to take point as well on this. I'm gonna say to everyone, I see an ill-trodden path through the brambles. I think it's our best bet.
Okay, so you got everybody heading into the woods along the faint path.
So did you say there's light here? Like,
yeah,
is it
it's
visible?
like it seems to be like
Twilight.
It's not. It's like twilight. It's not really twilight. It's kind of like that. Like when the sun's on the horizon, coming in from an angle, so there's a lot of shadows cast. So it seems dark, but you can't really place. It's not bright light, but it's also not dark where you can't see.
Have we entered?
Can I use my divine sense?
Sure.
Area. Do I sense any sort of anything?
You can't.
Just evil, older, or good. Maybe it's good and bad. I can sense good and bad things.
You can't.
Good things are like a heavenly music in my ear.
You can't really particularly sense anything. Just the The bad odors and heavenly music that faintly drift off of your party members. But other than that, nothing.
Really? We have heavenly music?
Well, it depends on
like,
if you guys are good or evil. Some of you
evil-
smell a little. Some of you smell like BO. Some of you seem to have music coming out of you.
I mean,
Strongly, it's like a noxious odor and
I'm
powerful
chaotic
good
good.
things like heavenly music in your ears.
okay, so is what you hear is what you're getting is the slight smell you get on a musky tube, combined with an advertisement sort of music. So it's not quite heavenly music, but it's not too bad either.
You just hear like like elevator music coming off of a couple people.
And then the smell of damp.
Yeah, then musty.
Smell of damp.
I'm awful neutral.
I'm going to use that at some point.
Oh, damn.
I smell of neutrality.
All right. So what's the
Oh,
plan?
no.
I'm gonna shield out and trek down this path with.
Okay. Do me a favor and do a survival check.
Oh,
see if you
good.
can see if you can follow the path accurately through the woods.
You better not
Good.
get us lost in this hellish dimension of demons.
Not too bad.
Hey! Not a bad roll.
Okay. And who are we going single column?
Probably.
Spreading out single column? Okay. Marching order?
It's like Scooby-Doo.
I'm second to last.
Second to last. So I'm assuming Coswin and Rebecca are last.
Yeah, just
Where's-
do the same order, but move me from the middle to the front.
Okay. People are quoting Robert Frost in my chat. Your two roads diverge in a yellow bramble wood.
Christ, it's been ages since I read that.
Yeah, really.
Year
So-
9?
Arlox, you are able to follow the drag marks across, old rocks and broken roots and twisted branches. You guys spend a little bit of time, maybe a few hours. You feel it's a little hard to tell again in a pocket dimension where there's no appropriate sun that's moving throughout the sky. And I'm gonna need Artlocks, Hadrian, and Perry. Hang on a second, let's just make sure I'm doing what
And that's when we realized we were just walking in circles.
Well, you got a pretty good survival check.
Story is we're actually already dead. This is purgatory.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Hey, there's ways out of that. I've watched Supernatural.
I need the three of you to make
I was Catholic,
wisdom
I know ways out of
saving
it.
throws.
So what?
Wisdom saving throws.
What is it if I have a tick that does that
Somebody
have
get a-
advantage?
No, it just
Uh,
means you get
it
your
means you're-
proficiency bonus on top of
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Somebody got over a 10.
And Artlocks?
You already did
Already
it.
done it.
You
That
already
was the
did
first
it.
one.
Oh, there's yours are the first. I didn't see your name there because they were
The dot dot dot, and it connected to all of them.
So, Coswin and Rebecca, you start hearing like faint music, like a pan flute kind of tune, just rolling through the trees, and then you see Artlox and
What is
Sir
it?
Hadrian. They just turn to their left, and you see them start like doing this little jig, like with just with their feet, and walking away from the trail into the woods.
I look at Coswood.
Like
I look at
they're like
them.
they're basically like river dancing. Like they're not like really moving their arms. The arms are just kind of like moving their feet, like bouncing around.
Okay, Ben, as a person, I know what this is, but as a character, I'm not sure. Should I make an intelligence check to see
Hang on,
if Cosmo
Ben.
has ever heard of something like
Ben,
this?
just quickly, was that like any sort of charm spell?
You have advantage, but you rolled the same on both your dice.
No, I'm immune. I'm a half elf.
Oh,
I can't be charmed.
Elves be bullshit when it comes to charming.
Let me check.
if you are
God damn it!
If you are unable to be
God damn it.
charmed,
But if not, I could reaction counter charm as well as a
It
bard.
is not a charm spell.
Oh damn!
Oh, thank God, I'm not the only one doing this stupid shit.
So-
sorry,
I had to check.
It's very like Artlox isn't too out of character, but Sir Hadrian in his full in his plate armor, you just hear like click clang 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 click clang 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 clang.
Coswin, do you have the same "what the fuck is going on" look as Rebecca does?
Can I make
Coswood, make an intelligence check.
Can I do that also? Of the
All right,
is
I think I know what it is.
You think you know what it is?
I rolled a natural 20, so
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Do you want me to? Do you want me? Hang on.
Let me take a guess. Let me take a guess before you tell me. I'm assuming it is a forever playing flute or some sort of instrument that casts an area effect where somebody dances forever until they die. Yeah, we covered this in second semester. It's pretty common.
Sir Hadrian and
little
Artlox
house
are
security.
just dancing their way through the brambles, like pushing, like, using their hands to because their feet are controlling them, and they're going through these trees, so they're using their hands and their weapons to push aside the shit in their face to avoid getting cut, and they're making their way through the woods off to the left.
Should we try and stop them?
It's too bad Artlox didn't have counter song.
What do we do with them?
Since I do know this spell, this thing so well, but by the way, I cannot get over the fact that I rolled a 20 and a 1.
Yeah, that is a.
That's a
that is
Coswin roll.
statistically 1 in 400 chance to get a 20 and a 1 on a.
Yep.
On a duel
In a
roll
row.
like that.
Would I know how this is countered, or did we not cover that in that class? Did I get book Harry Potter kind of education on this, or did I get movie Harry Potter education on this?
You could ascertain that shutting down the item would make the music stop, which would make the dancing stop.
Right.
And oftentimes items like this would be controlled by a creature. Now, they wouldn't just sit there by themselves.
Okay, so it's not necessarily an enchanted object, but it's definitely, well, it is enchanted, but it's not enchanted to self-play itself.
Meanwhile,
It's more
I'm going to
advanced.
continue Irish dancing.
Yeah, you are
we, like conscious.
Yeah,
conscious
you guys
of,
you guys are fully conscious
just
of what's
can't
going on.
stop.
You just can't control your feet.
Okay.
Can't stop, can't stop, can't
So-
stop.
So
So
you
are
guys
they-
are
can
river
they
dancing
talk?
through the woods, as the rest of the party looks at you, just going, "The fuck."
Fuck?
Does anyone have like cotton or a type or anything I can put in my ears?
Coswin, can't we grab them to stop them from dancing? Just hold on to them?
No, not necessarily.
Would in theory,
It depends on what level of enchantment this is, because sometimes that could have negative consequences for the person trying to stop them.
Right.
And Sir Hadrian's kind of a tank, and I don't necessarily want to try and stop him, because if it is that, he's gonna.
So,
he's
am
gonna
I
hit
still
us
with
pretty
Sir
hard.
Hadrian? Are we just both...
You're dancing together, I'm assuming. Just dancing
Yeah,
together
you're
towards
like
the music.
side by, because you were first and second in the line, so you're just merrily right next to each other, like river dancing through the woods.
I had a dream
Singing
like this
Elvin.
once.
So
Right,
after
Right,
a
I'm
little
gonna
bit of-
tear off a little bit of my robe because I mean it's a rat. Or actually, no, I still have my old robe. I think.
Yeah, it's in your
Okay.
bag.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tear off little bits of the old robe, and I'm gonna kind of stuff a little bit of the material into my ears just to dampen sound. I'm gonna start following them, and I'm gonna indicate that the others should probably do the same.
I do the same.
I'm gonna keep.
Okay.
I do this
going.
same.
Okay, so
Maybe
I'd
you
like
should
I'd like
pretend
the
to
rest
dance
of
as
you
well.
to make the wisdom saving throw with advantage.
All of us that are going.
All of
Okay.
you that are going forward now.
Okay, that's
We gotta do
With
it again.
advantage.
That's a lot better.
with advantage.
With advantage. Thank
No!
Wow.
you. And
So-
then
That actually really sucks for you,
everybody-
Perry, because you have a +3 to that.
So, you guys stuff little bits of detritus in your ears, and start making a way after Artlox and Sir Hadrian. But just that faint tune just permeates just the slightest bit, and all of a sudden Coswin and Perry, both of you start doing a jig and following Artlox and Hadrian. Rebecca, you are now the only one who is not affected by this. Artlox...
Can we see who's playing the flute now at all?
Artlox and Sir Hadrian. Yes, after a little bit of trudging through the brambles, getting a little bit of cuts and whatnot in your face, you see an opening start to appear in front of you. There's a small hill. There appears to be some, like a stone henge there, with a large, like, obelisk in the middle.
Multiple skeletons dancing.
You can see a little bit of movement, and you see a small creature also doing this little jig in a circle around the obelisk.
Is it the ferret or whatever it was? The weasel? It's the weasel dancing.
No, it is not. It's not the weasel. You can both make a perception check. Okay, that's good enough. He's maybe 3 feet tall. Kind of covered in hair, and he's got his legs, his bottom legs are like reversed, so then he goes the other way.
Is he playing the flute thing?
Nope, he seems to be like emaciated. And
Okay,
you can
he's
just
been there a
see
while.
like his head bobbing back and forth, like, and he's just kind of bouncing around doing his merry jig.
I'm following after these poor merry band of people.
Yeah, you're just
Pretend to dance.
You're just following them.
I don't know. I don't think that's gonna help.
No.
If we have a total party wipe because of dancing,
Because of a pan flute.
because of a goddamn enchanted pan flute.
Everybody failed their saving throws and slowly starved to death.
I think wisdom. I think is actually one of the worst stats we have as a collective for the party.
It is, yeah.
I have a 0 to it, for God's sake.
I have
a
a 1.
1.
I have a +5.
I have a +2.
You have a +5 and you rolled.
Yeah, because I'm proficient.
It's like you got a 10.
He rolled
on one half of that.
He rolled high enough to succeed the DC, though. That's what's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God you guys had advantage. Otherwise,
May I perceive the creature, the poor creature that's dancing around the obelisk?
I did just describe it.
Backwards knees.
Wait, is it like a lower half of a...
The lower lower half kind of looks like goat legs, and the top half is humanoid but fuzzy. He's wearing like a vest.
Could I make...
Is he a fawn?
Could I make a history check of what the fuck is this?
Just make a straight up intelligence check.
Meanwhile, Hadrian's just cursing in Elven.
Hey, stop that!
Making
Stop
up
using
new
my language
words.
again.
Never seen one before.
I move out of the brambles and look at the thing and call out to it.
You call out to him, and you see his head just whip around really quick, and he sees he sees two people pushing through the brambles doing the jig, and two people behind them coming in, and then you just standing there looking confused, and you go,
what the fuck?
He looks at you, Rebecca, and he just goes, "Help me!"
What? Do you know what's causing the music?
I don't know. Help me! I can't stop. And he's just like manic look on his face, jigging around in this circle, just around the obelisk in this like short circle.
So mechanically, Ben,
May I Arcana check the obelisk to see if it's of magical property?
All right, Coswood, you wanted to ask something?
Mechanically, Ben. So the dancing is taking up our actions.
You are forced to use your action to move towards the problem source. Let me just double check this.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Not your action. You must use all its movement to dance.
Okay, so we still have our.
You still have your actions, yes,
and reactions.
You still have your actions and your reactions and your bonus actions, but you have to use your movement to dance.
Alex! Alex! Huh? You're bored! Counter song! Counter song, you son of a bitch!
Do I know that?
You're a bard!
God damn it!
Why do you not know that?
Meanwhile, Hadrian's making up new elfin curse words.
May I do my Arcana check on the obelisk?
It's a new elven curse. Pussy Satan. Going
to see if it's the.
You're not anywhere close to the obelisk right now, so not really.
I'll start moving closer to the obelisk slowly.
Okay, so you start moving in closer, and the small creature dancing in front of you goes, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Trying to figure out what the hell it is that's causing this to you and my friends.
I like how we're the second thought. Oh yeah.
You're not the emaciated, starved thing. It's been obviously here probably for like a few weeks.
Hang on. Oh, Counter Charm is Counter Song. They've changed the title of it.
Well, that's what the fucking goddamn it!
I got it to 7.
The bard just forgot how to bard for a second.
Hold up here.
Good one job.
Let me.
But it only works on Charmed or Frightened.
And
Really?
you're not charmed.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's
At
how
6th
that works?
level, you gain the ability to use music notes or words of power to disrupt mind-influencing effects. As an action, you can start a performance that lasts until the end of your turn. During that time, you and your friendly creatures within 30 feet have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. The creature must be able to hear you to gain the benefit. Performances end early if you're incapacitated or silenced due to involuntary effects. That's the only thing I've got, I think, that would...
Oh, they fucked with Countersong then. Countersong used to be actually just a completely Sonic-based thing. Any Sonic-based attacks or any Sonic-based charms, area of effects, or control spells, you could wash out with your own music.
Unless that's now a spell that I have to specifically take.
I'm
Okay,
looking, seeing.
At this point, I'm gonna need Rebecca to make a dex saving throw.
Oh, good job.
Okay, Rebecca, as you start moving towards the dancing creature, you see this like metallic-looking coil of rope just zoom through the air at you, and you manage to just dive out of the way. It kind of smacks you into your arm, leaving a little bruise behind. You can see it starts on its own accord, just like wheeling around, trying to wrap around you, but it doesn't manage to actually do it. And I am going to need everybody to roll initiative as soon as I get
Metallic
to the
coil
map.
of rope. Did they buy that from Gigagushka?
I just realized. I think
yeah,
I just realized I had you guys on
thing.
Medusa's temple this whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and actually, the music that was the mute music there worked pretty well.
Yeah.
I can't hear any music.
Well, it just ended.
I hear piano music.
Shit! I could have done something. Damn it!
Counter spell.
Before you roll initiative, hang on, hold up for the thingamajigger.
All right, now I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it had to be up.
My token's behind the initiative thing.
Oh, I rolled the same initiative. I rolled lower initiative. Hey, look, it's
I can't click it. There it is.
it is a thorn, the little thing, right?
So cute.
God, I
Poor
have
thing.
such shitty
Poor emaciated goat man.
initiative. God.
I just realized I could have actually used Minor Illusion, because Minor Illusion can create sound anywhere from a whisper to a scream, and a scream would probably drown out soft music.
Oh,
And that
I can do
lasts
the
for
same
1
then.
minute. Yeah. Well, hey, alright, Lux, it's alright. Both of us are stupid.
Can't you?
We can still do it now, I
it.
guess.
Wait,
Okay.
Wait. So by that, could I just start like screaming, and therefore drown it out? Wouldn't that work?
Meh.
Not really.
It's
Not really.
magical.
Yeah, it's
It
magic.
is a magical noise.
Okay.
Essentially, we're just trying to drown it out with a very prolonged, high-pitched noise. I'm thinking tinnitus level pitch. Just
Tog reads
in the
at the extreme level.
Thanks, Ben. That helps.
Wait for the tonight. That helps too.
Jesus Christ! What?
Yep.
Okay.
I can definitely hear that in my left ear now. Yep. Just
Oh,
there.
I've got music now.
I'm gonna need some dice. Hang on a sec.
I'm gonna need more dice. Oh god.
Well, hey, we can't control our movement, but that doesn't matter for me.
You got lucky. I was supposed to be rolling d8s, and I accidentally rolled a 10. And I was like, why is there a 0 on this d8?
It's a Magnus D8.
Rebecca, after this,
Yes?
that coil of like metallic looking rope whips by you, you just see this large boulder just start flying through the air. You don't have, after that, the dodge from the rope, you don't have time to get out of the way of this large rock. It slams into your chest, dealing 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, surprise rounds hurt.
There's a lot of dice.
Did we walk into Pan's Labyrinth?
So I'm down to 12 hit points.
You're a caster, I expect it.
Yeah. My face, my whole body has now been pummeled by a big rock.
A second bolt after you're still reeling from the first one, a second rock comes tumbling through the air, slams into you, and does an extra 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And is everybody
rocks?
everybody on here? I've got Coswin, Hadrian, Rebecca, Arlox, and Perry. All right.
It's out of order for me, but yeah.
Oh, I just recycle it. Coswin, you first thing your character is going to do is use its movement to move towards 1, 2, 3.
Also,
4,
we need to work out
5,
who has
6.
higher dex, me or the creature.
Okay. What is your dex?
I've got a 13, so it's a +1.
His is higher.
Okay. So my movement is spent, but everything else is still.
You still have an action and a bonus action.
Can I see this thing?
Yes, I mean it's like it's like behind this big pillar, but you can still see it.
I just need to know its general location, Ben. It's all right.
Yeah, you can see it.
Magic
Right.
missile.
No,
I have
no.
Dex 14.
No.
Magic missile was because I couldn't do anything else.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, we got fireball.
Yes, fireworks. Fire
Yeah.
go burn.
I don't like dancing, so.
It looks
I
very
like it.
awkward seeing this giant wizard dancing with
Oh
his staff.
shit! The whole time I was going like I couldn't. The counterspell might work, but I didn't have counterspell. I forgot last time I leveled up, I got counterspell.
I know, that's why I told you.
Yeah. I just. Shut
A
up!
wizard
Oh,
got had a
good.
wizard.
I don't want to hear it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna fireball, and I'm going to twin this. So spend
Okay.
a sorcery point.
Because when you wrote, we can't
sure?
hear you.
I got it. Yep. I got it. I was pressing the wrong button.
Okay.
I'm gonna fireball, twin the fireball, right on top of like the 5-foot area where the creature is.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a 20-foot range in all directions, which is not gonna hit anyone else.
Nope.
So he has to make a dexterity saving throw twice.
Okay. 19
That's a good one.
and 21.
Okay, he succeeds both, which means he takes half damage on both of those.
Okay.
41 fireball, fucking hell.
41 and 32.
That was 4 sixes.
Yeah.
73 points of damage.
Have that.
Okay.
Rounding
That's
out.
So
That's still
he's
an
gonna
okay
take-
amount of damage.
All right, so you fire those fireballs over at him. They both slam into the ground near him and concussive force outwards. You see the flames lick over his body and get some damage.
By the way, everything that's flammable in that area is now also on fire.
So yeah,
course.
the grass and the dry trees nearby So let's see. It was 20 feet in.
Yeah, every direction.
20 feet in every 20 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's over there, guys.
So
Ow.
you shot it here. So 1, 2. So it's something like four tiles in every direction. So it'd be bigger than that.
Yeah, it would be like it'd be.
Extra attack. Is it just close combat?
Be to there and then down to
So far away.
there. So yeah, it's that.
Yeah,
all that stuff
basically.
It's all in flames.
You have Hunger of Hadar.
Yes,
I'd
I
use
do.
that. I killed.
Yeah.
Well, I killed a party member.
He
He
killed Elric with that.
I accidentally killed a party. By the way, I
did that on
realize now.
purpose.
No, rereading the rules, you shouldn't have died. Like effect damage. So if you're poisoned or you have a reoccurring like damage when you're downed, it is just an automatic death save. It is not a critical death save.
Yeah, I
So-
think it's only a crit if it's a
If it's
melee
direct,
attack.
yeah, if it's a direct attack on you, melee or ranged. So yeah.
They still would have died eventually, just slower.
Well, yeah. Well, he would have had one extra round, which actually
Which
might
we
have
could have
helped.
healed him, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So technically, you
Costland.
shouldn't have died.
Oh well, we had that cool undead Elric storyline going.
That ended.
So, yeah, that's over. Anything else?
No, I'm going to save my reaction in case I need to use counterspell because I
Okay.
have that now.
Perry, you are also going to use your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to dance into the henge here.
Dance into the henge. Is there
Okay.
like a moon-soaked dance on the blood oak?
I'm not really sure what else I could do.
You have no range at all.
No,
You
I
need to like
can
pick up a
think
crossbow or
of-
something.
You have ranged healing.
I could. Hey Ben, if I turn into a goat, would that take off the charm?
No,
Just be a dancing goat.
you just be a dancing
I'm
goat.
gonna do goat doing the Irish
You'd
dance.
actually match the other guy pretty well.
He's a thorn.
Depends on what gender the goat you turn into. I wouldn't do that. It's been here. This guy's been
think
alone for a long time.
I think I stay my own. I don't think there's anything else I can do then.
Okay,
Dance.
so you just dance into the. You got your hammer out, but you just dance into. You're like, I can't reach him.
I can't do shit.
All right,
I just start dancing with the hammer like it's a
Rebecca.
girl.
Does
That looks
the
weird.
is that rope coiled back to the obelisk?
coiled
still
back
like-
to the obelisk.
Like you
What do you
said
mean?
that it whipped out and then pulled back. When tried to attack.
It whipped out towards you, and now it's just floating in the air next to you.
Okay. So I assume moving will give it an opportunity attack.
Let me look.
Or will the magic rope not get opportunity attack?
Nope, it's not gonna get it's not gonna get a chance to attack. You.
Okay. 5'10".
Oh my god, you're so almost dead.
So, Mr. Thingamajigger over there, please make me a intelligence saving throw.
What are you doing?
Casting Phantasmal Force.
Oh my god. That's
What
a
the
lot of
hell-
text
how
that
did
you
you-
haven't
How did you
reformatted.
format that? Jesus Christ!
That's been copied and pasted from the PDF.
All right.
You need to reformat that. It's hurting my face.
Yeah.
It is mine too, I'm sorry.
It's,
Oh fuck! Like I'm gonna have to put on my glasses. Like
I still have to
Yeah.
wait for my glasses to come in the mail. Mine are currently broken, so I'm
Jesus Christ!
I'm operating on half
Killing me
capacity.
you're killing me, Smalls. Folly. Guys, still bridges exist. Comes up, slipped, and struck. What the?
This is so hard to read.
Voyacraft, because it has custom like
Fuck this.
font and text files in the PDF. So letters change, like some numbers in the text files are letters and stuff.
Yeah, you can't copy and paste PDF talk. That doesn't really work.
I'm sorry. Okay.
10-foot cube, perceivable only by the target. Okay, so basically you're putting him in a 10-foot cube.
No, I'm
Conceivable
creating a being that he only perceives. A phantasmal object.
He's creating
creature,
an
or other
illusion,
visible
and then this
phenomena.
guy has to do a check to see if he understands it's an illusion or not.
What's your DC?
15.
He got a 14.
Okay. He now perceives. What should he perceive? Any ideas, gentlemen?
We just spent like 5 minutes reading your
giant-
stuff.
a
Just pick
weasel.
something.
A
giant
giant
No,
weasel.
fuck off, weasel.
A
Okay,
giant phantom weasel.
a giant phantom weasel, 10 foot by 10 foot, appears beside him.
You're making it a giant weasel that's 10 feet tall?
Yeah.
Yes.
What the fuck? Why not make it a fucking demon or something, or like anything that's even remotely useful?
Each round on your turn, the
Got a weasel
phantasm can
fetish.
deal 1d6 psychic damage. Nice. To anything in the phantom within 5 feet of the phantasm provide illusion. Get hard to enlarge your such that attacking the target perceives damage.
But he made a giant weasel. He didn't make like a giant weasel made out of fire.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, it could be
so
on fire
what? You know. So
No,
you want
no,
him to build a giant
said you-
Cyndaquil next to
You
him?
said 2 times you wanted him to be a giant weasel, so you got a giant weasel.
Yeah, it's a threatening giant weasel. Hopefully.
Mhm.
Grr.
All
Well,
right.
I mean, he perceives it as real.
Yeah, and if he
right now
attacks it, he perceives that it does damage on it,
Yeah.
which is cool. So it's basically that thing that we were fighting in that completely
Yes.
fake room.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know about that, Tom.
Yeah,
All right.
What?
Anything else?
What? No.
Okay. It is now his turn. He's going to spend his action making an investigation check. That is a 17.
He figures out it's not real.
So he used his action this turn to figure out it's not real. So you see him take this like stony looking club and like slam it into the weasel, and the weasel kind of like recoils back from it. Then you see like a stony expression on his face, and he is going to. Let's see. I need you to make another Dex saving throw as the coil of metallic looking rope comes at you. It wraps around you. Let's see. And you are restrained by the coil.
Okay.
I got new blood in the party. Just not doing well today. Is there-
There we go. 1, 2, 3. How much is his movement? Where's his movement?
I've just
Raging
decided-
gets trapped by a magical music box, and now Rebecca's
You-
being trapped by a
You see
razor,
him
sentient
look
razor
down
wire.
and just burrow down into the ground, and then he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna pop right up out of the ground right over here.
Oh, okay.
And it's Artlox's turn.
Well, move me where you want me to be moved by my dancing.
1, 2,
Dance!
3, 4,
Eh.
5.
Dance art locks.
Oh, lovely. Thank you for that.
Everybody's just kind of moving into a circle around the obelisk.
Right, let's see what range is on that spell. Where is it?
Say,
To
I'm
get
pretty
5
sure
in the circle, is that a combo breaker?
It's like a dance mat.
he's 30. You were 35 feet away from him,
Ah! Ah!
and FYI did not count that before I moved him. Just moved him your max distance into a circle equidistant from the other guys.
Ah! I need to be 30. Okay. Let's try something else then. Let us go with...
FYI, the guy you're fighting looks a lot like the dancing guy, only with more hair, and it looks like he's got like stony skin.
Does he have a flute on him?
He does not have one on him. No.
Gotta be in the fucking obelisk or something in it.
Well,
Okay.
I'll
I'm just
blow it
gonna...
I would.
Ben, question. Because I can make 2 attacks. Could that be I can throw the javelin and then shoot him with my bow?
It's 2 actions. That's 2 attacks.
I don't see why not.
Cool.
You don't get 2 actions. You get
No,
2
I get 2 attacks.
And as long as that's not, I don't really see an.
Yeah,
issue
switching
with that.
weapons is a free action, so that'd be fine. Yeah.
I don't see an issue with it.
Lightning!
So you're throwing your Javelin of Lightning. He is gonna have partial cover because there is like a giant, like stone, like right there that you've gotta throw it past.
That would give him
directly-
disadvantage, but he just rolled a
Well,
19.
Well, it would give him +3 AC,
Oh, right.
and that
Majority
would
covers
make
disadvantage, I think.
well full cover is +5 AC. Partial cover is +3 AC.
Uh,
Full cover is
Just
you
have
can't
to-
attack the person because you can't see them.
Did I lightning
Just
him or
going
not?
to. Guys, if I'm a little bit distracted, my wife just gave me a ton of dumplings, and that's super delicious.
Oh, wow.
Nom, nom,
Nice.
nom, 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 nom. So you pick up the javelin and feel the like the power flowing through it. You throw it right past the rock. It does not hit the creature, but it does go right past him, and he's going to suffer the
Lightning
radius
effect.
damage.
So 9 lightning
So
damage.
he's gonna take the 9 lightning damage.
And then I'm gonna shoot him with my masterwork light crossbow, and that's a
No, you are not. You are most certainly not going to do that.
no.
is he gonna hit one of
that's a-
us? Just as a spin move and hit one of us?
So you pull out your crossbow, all already cocked and loaded. You fire it, and the bolt just snaps right in the middle and stays in the bow, inside the crossbow, just stuck in there.
Oh god. Oh, I should have hit him with the
Don't
longbow
fight the
and.
fucking crossbow.
So, Sir Hadrian, make it your turn.
Where are you gonna
Move me
move?
where you will.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dance.
Whoa, no, not that. One.
You have movement control over the whole party because Rebecca's restrained. So.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I never realized that. Okay. There you go. You're inside the circle.
You just need to move me, Perry, and Hadrian over a bit, and you have a smiley face with the nose
Yeah,
being
really.
the obelisk.
The smiley face of death.
He's got like a cocked smile, like a.
Yeah.
He's got a smolder
Crazy
going
smile.
on.
Of course, the crazy smile.
I'm
You
gonna
think,
cast
like,
Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Damn it! Wait,
60 feet.
That's actually,
Does-
I mean, you
Ray of
almost
Frost is that's something you have to roll to hit, right?
yeah, I rolled. I was just trying to pull it up. I don't know why it did that. Yeah, it's a ranged attack. That's
All right.
How do I do a
does
ranged
not
attack
have
again?
So this ranged attack would be.
It's a spell, so it's 1d20 plus your spell attack bonus.
Yeah, spell bonus.
You fire a ray of frost right over the head of that short little creature dancing with you guys, and it goes wide off into the distance and doesn't hit the guy.
God, I wish we get some definitive hits and misses so I can actually figure out what its AC is. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
the damage you done was all like area of effect damage, so you have no idea what its AC is.
Well, if his AC's got to be pretty high because if a 19 made it miss when he got
Plus
plus 3.
Plus 3, so that'd be a 23. That'd be a.
No. So
that'd be a
it would be
16.
16 minimum.
Okay.
And she said he's got
do you
like
think
stony
he's putting us
skin.
into? Do you think he's putting us into a ritual?
Oh,
No,
definitely.
Cost one.
As the magical expert here, who identified this and then immediately got trapped by it.
I even with advantage, man, you guys rolled like 4 really low rolls.
Yeah, I wasted that.
He's not
I wasted that
all day.
natural 20 on figuring out what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't want to metagame it, so I wasn't gonna jump the gun there. All right. Shit.
I'm gonna have to Elric this son of a bitch in a minute.
I guess I'm gonna.
good luck with
How
that.
far away is he from me? 60 feet.
Exactly 60 feet.
Good. He's in
Fuck
range.
him up, Coswood. Fuck him up.
I mean, I could do some things. Well, I could do some things.
I'm just gonna hit the head really
Do
quick.
they
while you're
involve fire, Cos?
Right back.
Well, that's the thing. It can.
I think this is in for a penny, in for a pound time. I'm sick of dancing. Go, chaos.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Artlox. I currently only have 2 first level spells left, 2 second level spells, and 1 third level spell. So I only have 5 spell slots left for the day.
Tides of chaos.
Just Tides of Chaos it and just go?
Balls deep,
I think
balls
so,
deep.
because at least then there's a chance that you might even get spell slots back from Tides of Chaos.
Yeah, because he's... As soon as he can, he's going to throw a rock at me and try and murder me.
Apologies, morning coffee running through me. Okay, Coswin.
Alright. I am going to... Tides of Chaos.
Ooh.
Age 104, people!
Thank you, Artlox. And then I am going to twin Scorching Ray this guy.
Okay,
And then
let's see.
he's
What does
gonna
this
stop.
line look like exactly? You are, because this is like a henge type situation. It's two pillars with an opening. You got a clear shot through the opening from where you
Right.
are, so it's not gonna have partial
Hell,
cover.
Just
he's even got a
straight through
targeting
there.
Yeah.
computer.
Thread the needle.
Alright,
It's like
so this,
it's like the end sight on like a rifle you got there. It's just
Yeah.
standing right there.
Alright, so I'm going to... so this is 3 bolts per. I'm twinning it, and it is advantage.
Okay. Hit. Hit. That's a lot of hits.
Did I hit all of them?
Yeah.
All of these are hits?
Every single one. Was
Okay, so he has an AC of 16. That's his AC, because I got a 17, and that's the minimum. So,
Yeah.
all right, we know that now, which means I can use Ben Luck on. I can use Ben Luck on one of you guys, and if it's close enough.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll damage then, because this is. I mean, oh my god.
I think you've just annihilated the guy anyway.
you got some good rolls in there.
Ow!
That's
And now roll a D100.
7. Oh, not
Before that, I
700.
want to know. I want to know how many. I didn't want to know how much damage I did.
48.
48 damage.
Yeah, that's...
I did.
Oh, no.
Bernie burn.
Yeah,
That's one
40
fireball.
That's 40. That's 48 damage.
Ow.
Oh god, I'm right next to Coswin.
This could be a good thing.
You know,
This can be a good thing.
For you.
I mean,
he still can't get drunk for another 2 months. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
What's the point of drinking?
it's gonna be a really bad couple
He's
of
just
months.
gonna he's just gonna now...
82. I take 1 additional action immediately.
Oh my god!
Again! Fuck him up again!
Right, Ben, is he bloodied?
He's bloodied.
Okay.
if you use a spell, though, won't that invoke Tides of Chaos again?
Yep.
If it's a first level or higher.
Yeah.
So, Coswin is going to use a firebolt.
That's a cantrip.
Fire!
Still, even with Coswin, it is scary and powerful.
So that's 120 feet. So it's cantrip,
Oh, yeah.
so I don't have to roll again.
2d10.
120 feet within range. It's 2d10. I need to make a ranged spell attack.
On a hit target, 2d10.
Yep. It increases at...
Yeah, it increases at level 5.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, okay.
Like how my
Okay,
Eldritch
if it-
Blasting increases
At
at level 5.
at higher levels of spell damage. Well, if you cast it, wait, is it if you cast it when you reach
No.
level 5? Okay.
When you reach, well, cantrips you can't cast at higher levels. They just
Yeah.
they just
So
go
do you have to roll to hit on that guy?
off. Yeah, I'm just putting it in right now. 10, I miss.
Yeah. Yep. You were so elated by your successful like Gatling gun of scorching rays that the flaming the firebolt just slams into one of the pillars and concussive force blasts off.
I did my job.
Yep.
Wait, where am I gonna move anywhere? Like, because
Nope,
you have
you're
my
just
move.
now you're just going to stay still doing the jig.
Rebecca, don't get
Getting us into
taken over.
position. He's getting us in position for a ritual.
Perry, you are going to take one more step in. and then you were going to stop.
See?
There. And now you're just dancing in place.
Throw your hammer at the obelisk! Not the obelisk!
That's a good idea, but I fear for our health.
I don't know why I put this song in the combat playlist, but I like it.
The last time we,
I feel like
the
I'm
last
playing
time,
RuneScape.
yeah, the last time somebody hit something, a piece of scenery that was related to ritual, we ended up in the Feywild, and we lost out on a shitload of gold.
Also, you killed someone.
Well, I mean, we do that a lot, though.
Oh yeah, his body's still mangled and crushed under that tower.
Yeah, a tower fell on him. I don't know if there's much body left.
Possibly also,
I mean, you could probably put him in a jar now.
God. So Perry, are you gonna do anything, or do you?
I don't know if there's anything I can do.
You could heal Rebecca.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
No, he doesn't have range heal.
Oh,
I have to touch her.
He has to touch her. 50-55 feet, a little outside his touch range. Okay.
Yes, my hands are not. I don't have big hands, sadly.
So Rebecca, hang on a sec.
You die.
Don't make me hurt me. Don't hurt me.
He's the best ever.
I mean, thankfully, if I'm not hurt.
See, I imagine Cosmo's doing disco.
You are restrained.
Yep, which means I can still cast spells, I just can't move. And also I get disadvantage on...
Disco to the beat of Burn Baby Burn. Disco Inferno.
If they have somatic components, you can't, because you have your
what
arms.
the restrain said. Looking at the SRD, which is on the compendium, it says, a restrained creature's speed becomes 0 and it cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against this creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. This creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay. He's right. I just, I'm looking at my GM.
You can use your action to try to break away from it, or you can try to do something else.
I'm gonna do something else because I don't want a rock thrown at me. I'm going to proceed to use my last second level spell slot and Hunger of Hadar.
Okay.
Hang on. Okay, we're good. Just making sure you weren't killing the thorn.
A pickled tentacle sounds delicious.
Yes, but I have my I have my
20-foot radius around a sphere of blackness. Bitter cold appears. The void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurring noises to be heard 30 feet away. Alright, and nobody else is within 30 feet.
Nope. Hope you can hear the whispers.
Otherwise, the void creates a warp in the fabric of space. The area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. A creature that ends its turn must make... Okay. So, the cold
That's
void...
what killed Elric.
Yeah, appears around, so it was 20-foot radius, so let's see, let's draw... Man, you guys making me bust out the shapes.
That's hilarious, because we're busting shapes right now around this obelisk.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3...
A wide range of shapes and colors.
Oh, nope, that's not right.
Shiny
oh, nope,
thing.
it's not right, I thought I could do a circle.
You can.
I thought it was shift, maybe it's alt.
It's control, I think.
Draw a rectangle, hold alt for circle or ellipse.
Oh, okay.
So I can't get it quite all the way where it needs to be, but as long as it's like that, basically, and a little bit further. It's a little squat, but it's basically that.
Are you sure you're in the...
Yeah,
banner?
we can't see that.
There it is.
There you go.
Okay, apparently it was just a little delayed. So it's that.
It's about 10 feet too small, but yeah.
Well,
Yep.
well, it's
The 20 feet radius. It's 20-foot radius. 10.
Oh,
it's
that's
30
right.
feet where you can hear the music.
Oh,
So-
okay.
It's 20 feet. Well, it's 20 feet. It's just it's a little squat
Music
on the
is a
top.
strong word, Roach. I'd say more of the
Okay,
horrible whispers of the warp.
Anything else?
Music to my ears.
It then takes
Okay.
2d6 cold damage.
If it ends its turn,
It starts its turn.
starts its turn.
Starts.
Okay,
Yeah. So
Acid damages if it ends its turn and fails a
Okay.
dex save.
and it is its turn now. So roll for damage, 2d6.
Only 6
6.
damage. It is now a
damage.
little chilly.
Perfectly
That's
average.
Okay. He's going to use his, let's see, his movement. He again burrows down into the ground, and he's going to pop up. Let's see. Back over here.
In the hellscape.
Oh, nope, wait, that's, yeah, I forgot, there's that other box. I should have given him different colors. Fuck.
He's now in the other box that's on
1,
fire.
2, 3, 4.
Oh my! There's an area of that does cold, fire, and acid damage.
Fire!
Yeah,
Fucking hell!
he's gonna pop up over here, burrows down into the ground, and then again
Good choice there, buddy.
pops back up.
It's okay.
Um,
we will create enough areas of effect that you will not be able to escape.
I mean, that
Should
fire
I
will
do a
burn out
charm
sooner
or
or
he,
something?
later.
he starts speaking, and the language sounds, it's like really guttural. It kind of sounds like a rock tumbler, just these like these loud banging noises.
Is
coming
it
from,
orc or dwarvish? Dwarvish.
It is not orc or dwarvish.
Is it
I,
Is that anybody
I
else?
assume it's not common.
I can speak tongues if you want me to.
And let's see.
I can speak
He's going
abyssal
to-
orc dwarf.
Abyssal orc dwarf. Shit.
Is it
Imagine
abyssal?
that.
It's not.
Infernal?
Is it deep
Nope.
speak?
Nope.
Fucking hell. Is it like... It's gonna be like dark pixie or whatever, Sylvia.
Coswin, in front of you, you see the ground start to rumble, and erupting out of the ground in front of you, this giant boulder-like creature just erupts out of the ground, and it's you could hear it's making that same like sounds like a rock tumbler noise coming from it.
Elemental.
Oh,
God damn it.
Elemental!
Patron still cursing.
That's
you know.
Roach figuring out its elemental. Cosmo doesn't know.
Colin don't know shit.
I mean,
gotta have his turn.
I'm pretty sure Cosmo knows that's an elemental. It's a rock demon in front of him.
Is Cosmo now too busy screaming that suddenly the rock elemental in his
No,
face?
that was actually Roach screaming, because I know how much hit points that thing has.
That thing hurt. That thing's evil.
That thing is a strength of what, 22?
Yeah, I think so. It's strong.
No, that thing beats lesser parties into the dirt.
Hang on, I gotta pull up another page.
I'm within
here so I can
melee
get-
range of it.
Yep.
Yeah, why do you think
Wait
that is?
a second. Wait a second, Ben. Was he casting a spell?
And a spell.
Yes.
I need to know if he was casting a spell.
Yeah.
He was? Yeah, counterspell.
Okay. Put up the information on craft spell.
If it's 3rd level or lower, it automatically fails.
I need you to roll.
Okay, what do I need to... So...
DC 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
Okay. I will let you know if it succeeds or fails.
Succeeds or fails.
Come on, Coswin.
Baby
13.
Fun.
No,
that
it
was a
needs
waste.
to be a 14, so...
It's now
Because
going
yeah, I'm about to say if
incorrect
it was a
twice.
level 3 spell, it would have auto failed.
Yeah. Now it's going to gently caress your face with its fists.
Wait,
Let me.
Does
do
it?
you not put your spell attack on that?
No. It's not an
No.
attack.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course.
It's just a
Flat DC.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a flat DC on that one. Okay.
It's actually a lot
strength's
simpler.
Not
4th
quite
edition, it was-
20, not quite 22, but it's high.
Yeah, in 4th edition, counter spells and shit like that, that was such a nightmare to go through. I love this. It's so much easier to work with.
Yeah, it's just I do this. Is it this level or this level? No, it either sucsucceeds or
And
it
it
fails.
also
Or it's
has-
a roll.
They had a chart for counterspell in the previous book.
I've seen
Okay.
the chart for counterspell. It's scary.
Art locks. That makes it your turn.
Okay.
Oh, help me!
I can't burn that!
On the guy, he needs to make a
Wisdom Tasha's
saving.
hideous laughter.
wisdom saving
Wisdom saving
throw, I
throw.
believe.
Art Locks, I love you.
12.
Yeah, he fails. He's on his ass, laughing his head off.
Okay. Yeah, you just hear like that rock tumbling noise like coming out of its gullet in like weird burst now instead of like in a speech pattern, and he's rolling on his ass, around on his ass laughing.
It sounds like boulders
because
hitting
he's
each
now
other.
technically incapacitated, do we stop dancing?
No.
Oh, fuck.
It's in the fucking obelisk. It's in the obelisk in the
I
center.
told you to nudge
Yeah.
the obelisk.
He's 20. He's like 15 feet away from me.
Okay.
This guy's.
Actually, would have appreciated
Then
if you
as
made
a bonus
the
action, because
laugh.
I've been forgetting to do it for the last turn, I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to my glorious friend Coswin.
Right,
Awesome.
he's gonna need it.
Because he's in fucking close combat with an elemental,
Okay.
Ultranarch or whatever they're called in this.
I can't move on my own as well, which
Which means the dwarf's going to literally be standing
Question:
there
do you
doing
need to
one
move
shot.
me again, Ben, or am I dancing in place?
You are gonna dance just slightly up this way to try to be like equidistant with the other people, basically.
Oh, great! So the obelisk has OCD.
Okay, I believe that is my turn.
That's gonna make it Sir Hadrian's turn.
Right. So, since I'm new to this whole magic thing, a cone, I get to determine where that cone is, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm
Like,
going.
if you wanted to hit the elemental, you could hit the elemental without hitting the other people.
Right. Okay. So I'm going. Burning hands, and my second monitor just turned off.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Spaghetti-o.
Is
you
it
hit
burning
the
hands
power
a touch
cord?
spell?
No, it's a 15-foot core cone.
Code?
It's like a flamethrower out of your hands.
Ah. I now have to wait for my monitor.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Do.
I'm gonna go watch
God.
Kingsman 2 tonight.
Right. So, it has to make a dex saving throw.
oh my god, Ben, that thing's a fucking beast.
4.
That is,
Yeah, that fails.
Okay, so yeah.
I just looked at the Earth Elementals page in the monster manual. That thing's, oh my god.
If we actually get an instrument out of this, can I have it?
Well, who else is gonna use it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it takes 8 fire damage.
So we could, because I just had the perfect idea now. Like, we could sneak me into camps with the invisibility cloak, and I just stop playing the music, and then like once they're all stuck dancing forever, you guys go in with earmuffs.
Actually, what would be better is if you had like a
What-
soundproof chest that you cast a charm on it, so the instrument plays itself forever, and put it inside of a soundproof chest, and then just like toss it
Open the
into a
chest.
camp, and you come
what
back
I
3
was-
months later. It's good to go.
See, what I immediately thought was commission earmuffs that have silence cast on them,
Oh, that
so you
would be
can't-
good.
so you can't hear anything. But anyway,
I want a pair of them.
Is that it for your turn, Sir Hadrian? Because you're going to stay where you are.
Yeah, because I can't do a second attack yet.
All right, Mr. Coswin.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna forget what I just learned inside the monster manual, because that'd be metagaming, but also that's very scary. And I can't hurt it.
Yeah, maybe don't look at the monster manual during a fight.
No, I've had.
I do it sometimes. I don't use its information because I know it has immunities to certain things, but it doesn't matter anyways.
I'm about to say its immunity doesn't really matter in this situation. I think there's maybe one thing that you guys could do that it would be immune to.
Like
Maybe,
it's
yeah, one. Maybe.
poison. I think it is, or something like that. But I don't think any of us do poison. So.
right.
Okay, I'm checking my repertoire. Counter spell was kind of wasted. I could have used fireball. The only problem is I don't know if he was summoned
Oh
or
shit! I've just realised something. Counterspell. What level spell is it?
Wild magic.
Oh, fuck.
Should have D100 it.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
77.
Yeah, my chat actually just
Cast polymorph on
was saying.
yourself.
What is it? What is that?
You polymorph?
Cast polymorph on yourself. If you fail the saving throw, you turn into a sheep for the spell's.
Oh, the goats are back.
All right. Can somebody
Saving
get
throw.
what am I saving against? My
Your spell
your
DC.
DC.
Spell DC.
I have to. Okay. What's the spell save for polymorph? Does anybody know?
Your spell DC, I find.
Yeah, I'm
What do
saying.
we know what saving throw he means?
Yeah. What saving throw is it?
I think it's charisma.
I should be
do
good if
too.
that's it. But
Hold on. Poly.
maybe double check that before this might change my entire turn and make me die.
Skill to take it hard, drop into 0 HP, spells equipment. Save wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
Oh my god. That's my worst one.
Oh!
God,
That's I have actually that's not my worst. Strength's my worst, but
I was about to say you have a strength of 7.
yeah, I have a wisdom bonus of 0. So I'm making a 0 wisdom save against a 16 DC. So,
Okay. Now you know how I feel.
all right.
Bitch.
Sometimes you gotta roll a hard 6. Hey!
And you rolled a hard 6. Good job. Now we're sheep.
So hit the
Okay,
sheep.
so Coswin turns into a sheep, which immediately then stands up on his hind legs.
It starts dancing.
It starts dancing. So you're a sheep.
How long does polymorph last for?
A minute, I think, or 10 minutes.
10 minutes or a minute? Because that's either
To an
100
hour.
turns or at that. Okay, that's a million turns.
1 hour.
Yeah.
Up to 1 hour. It is broken though if you
take-
drop to 0 HP.
Hey, that shouldn't take too long.
No,
if
it's dropped to 0 HP of the animal, and then you come back as yourself.
Polymorph.
Yeah.
If your goat drops to 0, any additional damage carries over, and you turn back into Coswin.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to lose all of my.
You have 3 hit points. as a sheep.
Okay.
I have
let's,
3 hit points as a goat, and I have 31 as a person.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the goat page for what you are right now, because I don't think there's a separate sheep one, and I think you have a ramming attack you can use.
Fucking Jesus.
No.
Right. That's my no.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't.
yeah, okay. No, there's a charge attack, but you have to move 20 feet to use it. Then there's a ram attack, melee weapon attack, +3 to hit, 1d4 +1 damage.
Defend
Okay,
yourself,
so
sir.
D20 +3.
Yeah.
Sir, defend yourself.
I can turn to a goat to make you feel better.
12.
So
The goat
ramming your head.
for this, let's just say because you're a boy, you turn into a goat. You turn into the goat and you just
be a
smash
ram.
your head into the earth elemental in front of you, but it's head on rock and it just doesn't do anything.
Elemental just looks.
He's got concussion.
Coswin says, "Well, I'm spent," but it just comes out as.
Perry, you are within melee range of this thing.
Not Jake.
Help!
Ow.
Oh man.
Or maybe I'm a screaming goat.
As long as you're not a fainting goat.
I don't know. It might.
The elemental think he's dead.
All right, Perry, what you doing?
Well, obviously, I can't move,
Yes, but
Oh,
you're
dancing.
in range.
but I'm right next to that really big guy.
You are within melee range of the earth elemental.
I mean,
You have advantage
Hit
as
it.
well because I'm technically in combat with it. So
He is. You
Nudge
technically
the
have advantage
bastard.
on strikes.
wait, I
Yes,
should have
I
got
might.
advantage as well on that attack.
Okay, roll again.
I mean,
Go
hey,
for
maybe
it. No, go ahead.
19.
That hits. 1d4 +1.
Right.
Really racking up
4
the damage.
damage.
Half to 2.
Yeah. All right, Perry.
okay.
Now you can go.
I guess I'm just going to attack him with nudge.
Okay. That
hit?
misses, unfortunately. You get a second attack.
Misses?
That misses.
Even
You're lucky
with
it
advantage
wasn't-
to 14?
Yeah, the 14 misses.
Ah.
It's an earth element. It's rock.
It's
Hey,
like a living boulder.
He looks quite big. He looks quite big. It's like, it should be not too
It's
hard
easy
to
to
hit.
hit him. It's hard to hit him hard enough to do damage.
Okay, I'll attack again.
That one does hit. The 21 hits.
Alright, I'm also going to use Smite.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a level 2 version of it. So I get free cause I'm assuming it's not a zombie or element or whatever. Yeah, so I'm just going to
It
get...
was
I
never
get
alive
free,
to begin with, so.
Nope.
I use a level 2 spell of Smite. That means I get free
D8.
added on.
So your damage plus 3d8. So 9 points of damage.
And what's D8? 1, 2,
11.
oh god.
12.
There you go.
Okay, 19 points of bludgeoning
Quite
and
free.
force damage. That actually was that was pretty good. You the second hit from Nudge slams into it, and you can see the concussive force kind of crack a lot of the stones, making up part of its arms.
I never nudge anyone.
Well, this guy you can't nudge because he's bigger than you.
Ah.
I mean,
And
Handle
It's
your
a giant
door,
boulder.
energies.
It weighs like a ton. All right, and I think that brings us to Rebecca.
Yes, it does.
I just realized I have candles.
fucking
Okay.
God damn it, Perry.
Someone, I don't remember who it was. Someone in here has a hooded lantern too.
Please make a wisdom saving throw on the rock. The
On
elemental.
the Earth Elemental?
Wait a second. Can an earth elemental be charmed?
Does it have an intelligence of 4 or less?
It's
Or any
it's
particular
hi-
immunity to it?
It is higher than 4, and I'm not telling you if it's immune to it or not.
I want to see this giant earth elemental just cackling.
Okay, then make a wisdom save.
Let's just do laughing people.
15 to beat.
Natural 1.
Okay,
Oh,
if it succeeds and it's not immune, it just starts laughing.
It
And
is
falls
not
to the floor.
immune. The
It
Earth
falls
Elemental
to the floor,
is
it's
perfectly
laughing.
capable of understanding rock humor. It falls to the ground, and now you've got both of these things just sitting on the ground, just sounding like horrible rock tumblers.
You're welcome, Cosmin.
For some reason, this just like all I'm seeing right now, and all I'm hearing in my head is just that Galaxy Quest scene. Just a Garagnak, the giant fucking rock that he fights.
And it is now the Earth Elemental's turn. He needs to repeat his saving throw at the end of this turn. That is 11.
He's still laughing.
He's still laughing. It is this guy's turn, who got Tasha's hideous laughter. Do I get to roll for that one too?
Yeah, it's the same spell. I just forgot the Tasha.
yeah, it's just the same.
Oh, the end. Okay. At the end of each of his turn, that is a 10.
No.
And that's how we survived
Nope.
the fight, gentlemen.
Nope. And now it's your turn, Artlocks.
Okay. I don't move. I'm not being moved anywhere.
Nope,
am
you're
I?
not moving. Now you're just river dancing in place.
Shit.
The only downside of
shit.
Tasha's
Shit.
hideous laughter is that it's a concentration spell.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah,
we're
Yeah, but the
stuck,
guys
kinda.
the guys capable of doing damage are all out of it.
I mean, one's a sheep.
Why? Actually, if that square there, would I be able to hit the obelisk from 10 feet?
Oh, the obelisk. That's just because it's like it's at a perspective angle. The obelisk is in this square.
Oh, fuck. I legitimately don't think I can do anything.
Is all of your stuff concentration?
A lot of my spells are.
Oh.
I mean, I can shoot things, but
Yeah, you can still use a weapon.
It gives them the chance to get out of it.
Yeah, because they get advantage if it's triggered by.
Okay, can I perception the obelisk?
Sure, roll a perception check.
I'm looking specifically for like what looks like it could be
In the obelisk,
Yeah.
in the obelisks, there is a hollowed-out portion about 10 feet up, and you can see a pan flute rotating ever so slowly in this gap in the middle of the obelisk.
Okay. Question. Is that being suspended by a charm of any sort?
It's being suspended it's like levitating through magical force, but charm is not something that would work on an inanimate object.
It would be an enchantment.
Yeah.
Did you not learn anything in your schooling?
No,
God
I'm
damn it,
self-taught.
Artlox. He was too busy making the 13 or whatever it is. If we're using homebrew creatures and like the expanded universe, making the 47. I haven't gotten a half Aasimar yet and a genie.
or the couple hundred in terms of Pathfinder extended.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm really not looking forward to Ratman.
Do you say this out to all of us, Artlox?
Yeah, I'm gonna point out that the flute's in the center of the obelisk.
All right.
And then I'm gonna fucking shoot the
bonus
guy
actions
over there.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I get 2 attacks with the flaming longbow.
You get 2 attacks with it?
I get 2 attacks.
Oh, the bard, because the bard. Which
Level
one are you
6.
shooting at?
The hobgoblin bastard who's already on fire.
All right, I believe you'll be at disadvantage on that because he's laying.
The hobgoblin's on fire.
But he's got partial cover to me, so.
Then why didn't you hit the other thing? Oh wait, fire. Never mind.
Yes,
and also, we don't want
you
it
have
getting
disadvantage
back up.
on your attack rolls, and he has partial cover from where you are.
So we're just neutralizing it all out, so it's even.
Well, the first.
No, that
one,
would make it worse because.
Oh shit! No, he's down, so it's harder for me to hit him. Yeah, I'm with you.
Those both miss.
They both miss.
Yeah, because he's got partial cover because of where you're standing.
Remember, he has an AC 16, so that 19 goes down to a 16 with the cover.
Yeah.
And
But then
you're
that
at disadvantage because he's laying
hit.
on the ground.
If it's equal to his.
Yes, and it missed.
If it's equal to your AC, you
Okay,
block
so he's
it.
got an AC of 17.
No, he has an AC of 16, I'm pretty sure.
Then plus 3 to it would be 19, which would mean it would still hit.
And that missed.
So
Minus.
his AC must be
He has
17.
partial cover to you because of the stone.
Yes.
Yes.
So
But
his AC.
an attack that's equals your AC or higher hits.
Yes.
So he's got 17. Okay. Right. Okay,
Alright.
that's fine. That's
Sir
You
Hayden-
miss!
Oh no! Wait. Bardic, Bardic Inspiration
Bardic Inspiration?
on
put it on the sheep again.
Harry can have it. as well.
Perry's got some bardic inspiration. Sir Hadrian, your turn.
So
Before we continue. Oh wait, no, it didn't take damage. Never mind.
He didn't take Artlox missed him, so he didn't take damage, so he's not repeating, so he doesn't do the rolls.
Just wanted to
I'm
make sure.
thinking about using my Thunder Wave, but it's a
Are you
15
a
foot
Pokemon?
cube from me.
Hey,
That originates on me.
I have
3
that spell
tiles.
as well.
Yeah.
So it would hit Coswin.
It hit Coswin, the
And
Earth
yeah.
Elemental, and the Obelisk. And the stones behind you.
Murder the sheep. Only Gale Force wins.
I mean, I got 3 HP I could burn off of this. So,
Well,
We got 3 temporary hit points.
I hope. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna use my Thunder Wave.
All right. Pop it up.
wait, my intelligence changes as well, doesn't it?
Yep.
Oh
You're a
god.
stupid sheep.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
realized
what
that
this
intelligence
is.
is 2.
My intelligence is...
Coswin, you could have added a D8 to your roll because you have Bardic Inspiration and not turned into a...
No, because Bardic Inspiration happened the turn afterwards. Remember that polymorph happened.
Oh, yeah, no, it was a
Sorry, we had to
retcon.
retcon it because wild magic.
Yeah.
My bad.
So you,
So I get-
so you actually gave Bardic Inspiration to a sheep.
So yes.
Constitution saving throw.
So Sir Hadrian slams his sword into the ground and boom! boo! There's this concussive wave of like dust and dirt blasts out from him. Coswin, you take 9 points of damage.
No, wait. They have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hey, I'm a sheep, so what do I roll?
Your con is 0, so
okay, so straight
1d20. Straight 20. And what?
12.
14.
And the Earth Elemental got 17. Plus a lot.
Well, I'm glad it helps somebody.
So does the Earth Elemental take half damage from that?
So I take 6. I take the 3 damage, which turns me back into me. Then I take 6 more damage.
Then you take 6 more.
Yeah, it takes half. Oh, and Cosman's also pushed 10 feet.
10 feet back?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go 1, 2 there.
And then dance right back.
Yep. Hang on. The Earth Elemental is gonna take 5 points of damage. Because you took half damage, so that brings him down to that. I need
just as a clarification, Ben, you might want to check on the vulnerabilities of an Earth Elemental, because this was thunder damage.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So it would then...
It would go back up to full damage.
So back up. So there we go. You are correct about that. Thank you, Cosway.
That is why I do check monster manuals, because sometimes people forget things.
I did forget about that. I need Coswin, Artlock, Sir Hadrian, and Perry to re-roll their was it wisdom before?
Wisdom, yes.
Wisdom
for the dance.
Yeah.
Oh, because the sound interrupted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Damn it! I should have thunderclapped earlier.
Perry, you regain control of your legs.
I'm not stuck in
I
combat.
know what to do now. Next turn.
You regain control of your legs, and you finally stop dancing. But Sir Hadrian, Artlocks, and Coswin.
Coswin's into it. It is just...
Yeah, we're enjoying ourselves.
Throws his arms into it, and now he's just really going at it.
Help me!
And that brings us to Coswin. It's your turn. You were going to dance right back to where you were before.
Thanks, Ben. Alright, so Coswin is going to...
Wait.
Oh, by the way, Ben, did you roll for the laughter thing for the element?
Oh, laughter?
Yep, he gets advantage, by the way.
Yeah.
Didn't make it.
Alright.
Even with advantage?
It's not a really...
He's been advantaged because he's been attacked.
Oh, okay.
They both... Yeah.
Well, the second one makes it.
Okay.
So he stops rock tumbling. He stops rock tumbling.
Right, okay. So,
the other one
Coswin's going to connect the dots in his mind, and I'm going to cast a minor illusion. And this is going to manifest as an ear-piercing scream that just permeates this area. Just ear-piercing scream, very undetermined, just a solid note that kind of drowns out a lot of this.
I'm not going to do the tinnitus noise again because that's too mean to do it twice.
Would you like me to do it?
No,
thank you.
I have tinnitus.
Yeah,
it actually makes it come back.
Yep.
So
but yes,
you create the minor illusion to make this loud tinnitus-like noise.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
What level spell is that?
It's a cantrip.
Okay.
Calm down there. Damn it.
I'm just keeping you humble.
Hey, I'm all for rolling on that table.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to also, just because I can, I'm going to use the last of my sorcery points to buy back a 3rd level spell slot. Then I'm going to sell one of my 1st level spells to buy back 1 sorcery point. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that happens for 1 minute. That's 1 minute. That's 10 rounds solid.
So that's
that noise.
1 minute of this ear-splitting, screeching noise. Perry, it's now your turn.
You can now move. Perry.
Okay.
Beat him up.
Does
I
anyone
can move,
take their
but
wisdom save?
Kind of in combat.
You are in combat, but you have control of your legs again.
And you have
Da-da-da-da.
advantage because the Rockman is still prone. He has not used his turn yet to get up.
Yeah,
That is true.
still-
But
Yeah, I guess I might as well just attack
he's
him.
as prone.
He already has
as an-
advantage, though. 'Cause I'm here.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
as prone as an earth elemental can get. It's a bone.
Just hit him
He is
twice with your
closer
hammer.
to the earth.
Are we sure we
No.
want to hit him twice with the hammer, or does he want to? Well, that's a critical.
Oh, critical!
Woo!
Oh yeah, and I use smite. It just be a level 1, so this would just be 2d8.
Okay.
I click that, then I get d8. 1. Oh, good. There we go.
I just want to point out
This
you
one
rolled.
again.
I just want to point out you rolled 3 1s in a row there.
So that's does
Yeah.
this
Ta-da.
roll crits correctly? Because it looks like it's rolling it again instead of doubling the dice. Because you rolled
No,
a 5.
it is. That's the magical effect. Remember, that's 2d4s that are being rolled for the magical effect on a crit. That's that.
Yeah,
Well,
That's
that's
force
fine.
figure.
I'm looking at the 8 plus 2. Shouldn't because the first one he rolled a 5, so we should just double the 5.
No, you
Rather
roll 2
than-
dice.
Oh, see, I always looked at it as just doubling up the roll, but that's okay. We'll do that. So
No,
that's,
you roll 2 dice. In Pathfinder, you double the roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 10, 11, 12, 13, 18 points of damage to this sumbitch.
And doesn't he get?
Second
Oh, I
attack.
can't nudge him. Damn it!
Second
Can't
attack,
nudge him.
though.
He's too big. He's too big to nudge.
attack
Perry, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
point out. We know where the pan flute is that is controlling everyone else, including the
But
melee characters.
has he told us though?
Yes, he
Yeah.
said
I
it out
pointed
loud.
it out!
He pointed
Right. Yeah,
at it. And,
Sorry,
he pointed at it.
You
and was
could.
just like,
You can interrupt. You can string your attacks and movement in whatever way you want, and you can move over 2 squares and hit the obelisk with your maul or with
Yeah.
nudge.
No, I know. Sorry, I didn't realize my captain that information. I didn't realize he actually said it. Sorry,
Yeah.
I knew he talked
Yeah, he
about
did.
it. Sorry, I must have missed that part. I'll
Okay.
hit the obelisk.
all right, you're gonna hit the obelisk. Okay, roll to attack.
It's stone. What is it?
You somehow still manage
Okay.
to
You have bardic inspiration.
to miss.
He has bardic.
Add
Well,
1d8.
because he rolled a 9. Wow. Yeah.
Roll 1d8.
Some,
Well, 1d8.
you have
'cause,
inspiration.
yeah, use your inspiration to add to it. It's a 12. Does it make it?
That hits.
Yeah.
That will hit the obelisk. So smash the obelisk.
My God, man. That's another 1 you roll on that 1d4. That is. You have not
So
rolled over
you
a 1, and that was
Slam nudge into the obelisk, and I need everybody to re-roll their wisdom saving throw. Who's still dancing? Failed. Failed.
Son of a bitch! Wait!
Bardic
Bardic
inspiration.
inspiration. Bardic inspiration. Fuck this.
All right, you passed.
16. There we go.
Cost when you stop dancing.
Oh God! I hate disco.
I love the idea that I used a bardic inspiration song to allow you to get over a song.
Yeah.
So, Coswood, you stop dancing. And it is Rebecca's turn.
Okay, then.
Still wrapped in razor wire.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try and break out of said razor wire.
FYI, if you guys want to know what Magnus luck is, that second attack that Rebecca took, 4 1s.
Ha, ha,
Thank
ha.
God.
I rolled 4 1s on 4d8.
Do I need to make a strength save to break out of this?
Well, it's usually an opposed. What is it? It's an opposed athletics / acrobatics check.
Oh, damn it. I can't use my Thunder Wave again.
It says until the grapple ends, the target's restrained, so you can use your action to do an athletics check to try to break out of it.
Okay. I will do so. And fail miserably.
Wow. Yeah, that was an opposed roll, and
surprisingly, you win.
No, surprisingly, he lost because I rolled a 6.
So we just had 4, 5, 6 roll.
Yep.
Yep.
So you struggle and you're just stuck. You're still stuck in there. So
What?
you got a bonus
What
action.
is with us today? We can't roll to save our goddamn lives. Literally.
Yeah, I know.
Chris.
Well, he did. Yeah, Perry's doing fine.
If I could use my sword.
I mean, the only person who has lost health,
I'm doing
though,
good and
is-
bad.
Me.
No, I've lost health. I took health from
yeah.
fucking Hadrian. Hadrian hit me.
Bonus action,
I have nothing else
Rebecca?
to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna just sit
it is-
here and grumble.
All
the
right.
elemental is going to take half its
The rock.
movement to just raise up out of the off of the ground, and it is going to make a slamming attack with its fist against Coswin in front of it.
Oh, I haven't hit him though. Damn it.
Yeah, this was summoned in front of you because you DPS'd that guy down, so he summoned it right in front of you.
Ah.
Does 26 hit?
Yes.
You take
90 points of
18
damage.
points of bludgeoning damage as he just slams down into you. The second attack, he's going to do a backhand and go to hit Perry. Oof. 12?
12, no.
Oh, so he rolls on a fucking tank. God damn it.
He swings behind him, but Perry manages to dodge out of the clumsy attack's way. It is now this guy's turn. He's got to re-roll his saving throw.
What do you roll?
What was it again? Wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
13?
Nope.
Ah,
Stay laughing.
still funny. It's still funny, Artbox, but it's your turn.
My
It is
turn.
your turn.
Help!
Right, I am gonna.
That's within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, nothing's within 5 feet of me. I'm doing it for the sound.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's actually really smart.
So,
Did I get my
what is
wisdom?
it? 5 foot radius. Nothing takes the damage. Is it's making the sound?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
doing the burst
Arliss
of
just
sound.
wants another fucking wisdom save. He's gonna get it.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Do I get a wisdom saving throw?
Nope.
But it's a sound that could be heard 100 feet away.
1,000 feet. Or yeah, 100 feet away. Yeah.
Doesn't cause a re-roll on the saving throw.
Fine. I therefore am gonna that bonus action, no.
God, you fuckers. Always disabling my bad guys.
Oh,
You're
well,
disabling us with this
I
goddamn.
mean, I've got one more bardic inspiration I can give out.
Alright, who's it going to?
But I'm not going to.
I'm gonna save it.
Yeah.
Alright, Sir Hadrian.
Yeah, I have to check something real quick.
I have like a 2 per fight rule unless we all start dying.
Throw something. That's it's always a dex modifier,
Yeah,
right?
throw something is dex based. I think there's a feat that allows you to use strength on thrown weapons, but you'd have to.
Right,
But
okay.
Normally it's dex.
It's best not Pathfinder. Throw anything trait or perk is fucking broken. Favorite thing in that game.
Just take a handful of arrows. Ugh,
No, literally, yeah, you can throw it like you're proficient in it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, Sir Adrian.
I am going to throw my dagger at the flute to try and knock it out of that
Try
obelisk.
to not actually hit the flute. Okay.
Yes.
Don't break the flute. I want it.
God damn it.
Okay. Because
Nope.
it doesn't matter what I was gonna say. Doesn't matter at all.
It just sort of lands in the ground in front of the obelisk.
Well, I was gonna say because this is like a called shot, it's gonna suffer from like normally called shots like -5 to hit if you're trying to specifically hit a specific item on a thing. But when you roll a 1, it doesn't matter. You whip your dagger. Perry, roll a dex saving throw.
Yes. Blah, 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 blah.
Dex saving throw.
He was confused by dumplings.
So the dagger slams into the obelisk, just ricochets off, and doesn't stick you, but it just slices you as it goes by. Roll what the dagger damage. All right, you take 2 points of slashing damage as the dagger just clank flies by, slices you just a little bit on the arm.
It should be like Tropic Thunder, where the kid stabs Ben Stiller in the back.
Okay, Coswin, it's you.
Right.
Disengage.
What'd you say?
Disengage.
Yeah, you can move now.
Shit, I can move now.
Yo,
Yo, right.
inspiration.
Yeah, no, I'll disengage and step back 5 feet.
Run!
Okay.
Run away!
I can't. Disengage is the movement action, so I can't move anymore, right?
No,
Disengage
it's-
is an action.
It's your action.
Shit, it's an action. Okay.
You have your
you can
full
move.
movement, but you only have a bonus
Move
action
into some
now.
cover. Move into cover, like there. Now it can't see you.
So
No,
that
the
you're
reason-
that's right between
I know, Ben.
the pillars of the henge. Okay.
I know, Ben. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to spend my last sorcery point to quicken a spell, and that spell is going to be Magic Missile, which will be targeted on the pan flute, which
On the
cannot
pan flute,
miss
Because it's a magic missile.
because it's a magic missile.
Oh, he's
Okay.
gonna destroy the pan flute.
Fuck you! This thing is the
I don't
devil.
want to dance anymore.
Holy
All right.
shit!
That's a lot of damage for a magic missile, and
I rolled almost all crits on that.
you got to roll on the table now, don't you?
Yeah, but yeah, okay, I'll do it this
your
now, I
Gatling
guess.
gun of magic missiles just like slow motion art locks. You watch them as they head straight up towards the empty, the vacant hole in the center of the obelisk. You see them slam one after another into the pan flute, and it just breaks into pieces, and all the individual like flutes.
The pipes.
The pipes blast apart and just crumple to the ground. The spell fades. You all have your movement now.
Oh, thank God.
You're welcome.
Okay.
23.
23. What does it do?
My skin turns a vibrant shade of blue, or remove curse spell can end this effect. Well, I knew that was going to come sooner or later.
Okay,
that's forever now.
You're
one
an
of the guys
avatar.
from-
You're now
You're an avatar.
1 and blue.
I'm 7 foot.
You're an
1.
avatar.
Jesus.
I'm an avatar. So, hey,
Perry.
we got remove curse. Anybody? No.
I
All
love
right.
that Coswin's character is all
Perry.
about trying never to be noticed. He has become the most noticeable human being ever to exist.
It's your turn, Mr. Perry.
Yep, I know. I was just waiting for them to stop talking.
I'm sorry.
I guess now the thing stops, I can just hit the big guy.
Yes.
Okay, take a swipe
But-
at him. This is not with advantage. This is just normal now.
No! That hit?
That hits.
Very good. Okay, then I'm going to use another level 2 spell of Smite. So that gives me
How
3
many level 2 spells do you
D8.
have?
I've only got 2, so that's my second one.
You've used smite.
Yeah, the
Twice
first one.
I've
The
used-
second one was
I
level
used-
1.
Okay.
Level 1.
Okay.
That's why I need to roll
Okay.
2 D8s.
Okay.
I'm doing now.
So yeah, damage and your 3d8. So that's 6 points of damage.
1. Boot.
There you go. There you go. So that's 18.
Right.
That's 25 points of damage.
Woo!
Right, then I'll attack again.
Yeah, it is not look. It's you can see that after that you slam your mace into its back. You can see that the rocks are starting to crumble and like pebbles are starting to fall off its body. It's not looking too good. Second attack.
Hits.
That hits. Perry's the only one who can roll today.
Well, I don't know, because it looks like he's injured. I don't know if I should use my last... This would be my last smite.
No,
No,
you can't use
save it.
another one. I don't think.
Oh, you can't use another one, you can use it once. Okay, that's fine.
All right, another 12 points of damage. Yeah, I did not look at that second attack. Just smashes one of the boulders that make up its back into little tiny bits that crumble out underneath your mace. And oh, it doesn't look good. Now, anything else? You got a bonus action in your movement if you want to use it. No?
Boop. What's that?
You got bonus action and movement. Are you done with your turn, or do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Rebecca, still bound up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get out again.
All right, roll. Once. Nope.
Yeah, nope,
Nope.
fucked it up.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's amazing how you rolled a 6 and an 8, and then an 8 and a 6.
Dog
But you are
special,
still-
man.
Still
What
bounded
can I
up.
say?
Okay. All right, so the Earth Elemental is going to move forward. Perry, you get an attack of opportunity against it.
Okay.
Does that mean he gets 2 attacks on it?
Nope,
Hit.
just one.
Hit.
All right, roll damage. You hit it. Oh, that was a good one. That's 13 additional points of damage. That's a lot of points in one round. The Earth Elemental is going to slam its body into the monolith in front of it. All right.
I think Cosman's about to be crushed.
It's just gonna be like in those comedies where it just like falls like right. He's like standing right in the hole.
Yeah, it's like a house.
I can only hope
That was-
because I've got 7 HP left. So
Deals 26 points of damage to the monolith. It just cracks and starts to fall over in front of you. Coswin, make a dex saving throw. See if you can get out of the way. You are too busy reveling in your destruction of the magical pan flute, and you don't notice the base of the monolith next to you crack and fall over. You suffer.
I really think someone should have just grabbed that pan flute out of the hole.
26 points of bludgeoning damage as this stone just slams right down on top of you.
as it's coming down, I say to the Earth Elemental, knowing he won't be able to understand me, but just was like, I hope you rode away. And Coswin is down because that was 7. I had 7 HP, and that was 20. That was what?
6.
26. So I took a 19 extra damage after that. So yeah, I'm down.
Coswin is down. It is now this son of a bitch's turn. Well, actually, that was one attack.
What?
He can
Bad.
move and hit Hadrian.
Or okay, that's fine. I thought he was going to come after Coswin.
It's not that smart of a monster. It pretty much thinks that throwing a rock down on top of you is enough to hit you. Yeah, that's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And it's gonna do
Wait.
18 points of bludgeoning damage to Sahadrin.
Wait, 7. Damn it, shield doesn't help. Okay. 18, you said?
18 points of bludgeoning damage. It successfully knocks down part of the henge on top of Coswin, then goes over to you and just wails you.
Yeah, it depends what weapon you have out. If you have your shield out as well, put the shield on the shield.
Cast shield on my shield. This guy rolled a natural 1 on a saving throw.
Cool. Good. He's still
Arlox,
down.
your fucking turn, you son of a bitch.
Right, I'm gonna walk up to this guy and I'm gonna see what he has on him.
Just
Okay, he's rolling around on the ground, laughing. You see that he definitely to the top of him, half of him kind of looks humanoid. The bottom half of him kind of looks sort of like the rock elemental, like it's got like rocky bits to him. He's wearing just like short pants and he carries a satchel.
I'm gonna take the satchel off of him if possible.
Okay, this is gonna be your action.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, and I. So I've got his satchel. Is there anything in it? Like anything interesting?
You open it up and it seems to be filled with fair quantity of like uncut gemstones.
Oh, cool. I'll just.
I was
swing.
just hoping that you opened it. It's just rocks.
So is there any weapons on him as well? That's something I want to say.
He's laying on the ground next to him. There's like a stone, like a club made out of a stone, like a big ragged stone.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up and throw it away from him.
Do a strength check.
Oh, bollocks!
It's like solid. It's solid stone.
Yeah.
It is club of stone.
You pick it up and you manage to huck it like 10 feet away.
Yeah, that's fine.
Tuck it into the
Like
hunger
more
of
like
Hadar.
awkwardly
Yeah.
roll it away.
Can I like put it into
Throw
the
it into the
hunger?
hunger of Hadar.
That's 10 feet away, isn't it? No, it's 20, 15.
It's a little. You can roll it towards it.
Yeah, okay. I'll roll it towards the hunger of Hadar.
Okay. So it is.
And my turn.
Is on the ground. Let's see. Let's turn it right. There.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes it Sir Hadrian's turn.
Right, so I'm switching to my Warhammer and shield, so I have more. And then I'm just gonna hit it with my Warhammer.
Okay, roll for attack. That's gonna hit. Roll for damage. Alright, you managed to slam your Warhammer into it. It starts crumbling before you, but still is just maintaining its form. Alright.
Is it a bonus action to drink a health potion, or is that an action?
Yes, it's a bonus action.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And you said the basic one is what, 1d4?
I think it's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2?
Three hit points. Oh, 5 hit points. You rolled 1d4.
Wait, that was 1d4.
Yeah, so roll another d4.
God damn it.
Alright. So 4 hit points. Alright, that brings us to Coswood. Death saving throw. Nope.
failure.
Failure. Perry.
Well, I guess I should
Thorn man
probably.
do?
You
now
gotta-
that he's done?
You gotta
Probably
kill
help.
that. You gotta kill that Earth Elemental.
Yeah, I got to help with that.
Okay.
I'm going to run down,
All right.
attack.
Attack. That misses.
Got advantage, I guess.
He has advantage because I'm.
Oh yeah, you do have
combat.
advantage because flanking, so that does hit. So roll for damage. Alrighty, how would you like to dispatch the Earth Elemental?
I'm just gonna I ran up to him and kind of jumped and then just brought my weapon down
Knocked on his back.
through the center of the top, and I just went straight through, crushing it into rubble.
Perry, you
And
run up
I
behind
said,
this thing,
"We will rock you."
take a flying leap. You grab Nudge with both hands and just go, "We will rock you!" And you bring it slamming down. It hits the thing in the back of the head.
You look a little
crumbles in. The back of its head just crumbles in, and it just immediately loses its form and just crumbles to a pile of rocks in front of you. It is dead.
Don't rock the baby.
Alrighty, you've got a little bit more movement left.
If only he was a little bit more bolder.
Can you move to Coswin and
I'm
take one of
bolder
his
than you'll
health
ever
potions?
be. What, sorry?
Can you move to Coswin and take one of his health potions and shove it in his mouth?
I went 2, 2,
Yeah, you won't
3,
be able to get to me
4,
this turn.
5.
Well,
Don't
I
you go
mean,
diagonal? Does that count as 1?
Yeah.
he could.
But you've already used an action.
Yeah, you've
Yeah?
already used
It's a
You
bonus.
can use a
action.
bonus action to feed a healing potion to him.
It's not. Is that a
Okay.
bonus action?
It's
You'll
a
have to
bonus action
search
to
my.
feed.
You'll have to search my pack for
Well,
it.
if he has it on him, he could
Well,
take it
can I
out,
just-
uncork it.
Can
No,
I
he's
lay
looking
on
at
hand?
mine.
No, that's
Oh
not.
yeah,
wait,
you
wait,
won't be able
I-
to do that in one turn.
That's an action.
Yeah, but lay on hands is an action, and you'll have to search my body to find the healing potion. So you have to wait till next turn. So
I search for a healing potion.
No, you have to wait for next.
You have to wait till next
Yeah,
turn.
but
That's
can't
an
he
action.
find the
Action.
healing potion, just not administer it?
Okay. End of my turn.
He can find it and administer it next turn because you could use an action to search Causeway
Okay.
and then a bonus action to use it.
I use my second
okay.
attack to hit Coswin.
Okay.
you can get rid of me. Remember, I threatened
Rebecca.
I'm gonna try and break free again.
This is his chance to be rid of the threats against him.
Nope.
Really?
Natural 20.
Oh, you
It's opposed.
bastard! Oh, you
Yeah.
cheeky bastard!
I'm rolling for the rope.
Yeah, he's rolling in contest against me. Monster!
Yeah.
Nope. So Earth Elemental's dead, which means it's this son's of bitch's turn.
Roll
God
again.
damn it. 19
Oh
plus
shit!
2, 21.
Yeah, you're fine.
He stops laughing.
All right. He stops laughing and sees you standing over him and his club like on the other side. He's not happy.
Oh no.
At that very moment, he realized he'd fucked up.
No, I
Okay,
haven't.
so he is going to. Oh, what is he going to do?
I've taken your shiny things.
Just hold up the bag to him. You want him back? You leave.
He is going to. You see him reach forward, touch the stone obelisk in front of him, and just gets absorbed into it. And you can no longer see him.
Ah. Is it my turn?
It is now your turn.
I am going to stay where I am and hit the thing with the blink flail. Did that hit?
Oh, you're gonna try to hit the
Obelisk,
obelisk in front of you. You take out the blink flail, and you've never used this thing before. It's a little awkward trying to hit something 10 feet away, and the end of the flail just goes whoop around and comes back, having made no contact.
Okay, go again.
That one hits. Thunk! Right, smacks into the side of it. Roll some damage. All right, it takes you knock like a little chunk out of the side of the stone.
So he's not in there. Okay. So I was just testing for him. Okay, and then I'm gonna walk backwards back into the stones, I guess. And my turn.
Okay, Mr. Hadrian.
Struggles harder.
Maybe you should go try and free Rebecca.
Yeah, maybe.
Can you get over there in one turn?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 20 feet.
Okay.
I'll help try and.
Okay, so do a
He rolls.
strength
I
test.
assume a strength test.
Yeah. Nope. Rolled another natural 20.
This is your life now, Rebecca. Enjoy.
Rolled another natural 20.
Listen, all I need is to be carried around.
Who's the Magnus now, bitches?
Hey, now
Still
someone
you.
pay a lot for this kind of treatment.
It's not that we're rolling bad, Ben. We're just
All right,
rolling
Coswin,
less than you.
that makes it you.
Yes, which means I must make another death saving throw.
Yep.
Let's try not to roll a 1, because then I die.
One.
That music, though.
That's
You
2
failed
failures.
again.
It's 2 failures. It's a good thing that Earth Elemental didn't hit me a second time. Or maybe Ben's now rethinking that plan. They could have gotten rid of Coswin in one fell swoop.
Perry, that makes it your turn.
Now, what are you
Okay,
gonna do, Perry?
Will
lay on
Perry
hand.
save
I
Coswin?
laid a knife to your neck. What are you gonna do?
Oh no! I dropped the potion.
My chat just goes, oh boy, Roach is gonna die.
Hey, see, here's the thing, chat. I'm fine with that. I've got like 2 characters lined up after this. I expected Cosmo to die months ago.
I'm honestly amazed he's gotten this far.
Now he's
Out
only
of
now
spite,
one of the
Dave.
only
Alright,
party
guys,
members left
guys.
from like the original Ben
He's
season.
a tiny bit.
Yeah,
meh.
really.
Out of spite, save and
Alright,
Perry.
Perry, what are you doing?
Alright. Harry is gonna give the potion to Cosmin.
You don't have a potion to give him.
Oh,
You
I've
have to
searched
find
for the
it
potion.
first. You have to
I
roll an
looked-
investigation check to see if you could find one on
to
him.
roll
Lay
to
on
find
hands.
the potion. Okay.
Lay on hands. Just lay on hands.
Okay, yeah, just lay on hands.
You're a
So,
paladin.
Magic, you
As
Almost had him.
hands, I kind of go.
You shudder
I'm gonna-
internally for a moment as you reach down and
I'm gonna give
grab
you
whatever
10.
You manage to get a hold of Coswin's arm sticking out from beneath the fallen monolith there.
Wait, I'm still under.
You're
I'm
underneath
still under
it.
stone. Why not? So I'm just gonna go. Ah!
Like your body is 100. Like there's like an arm sticking out, and that's it. All the rest of you is underneath it.
Wait, what kind of life is this? I'm gonna move and shift, and I'm gonna die again.
All right. So how much healing do you do?
10.
Hey, apparently cheering works. I just got my first cheers in chat. Woo! Thanks
Yeah,
for the
cheering does work.
nickel. Appreciate it. Thank you, Kobo the kid.
Nickels.
Have you've set up to be a Twitch thing now as well then?
Yeah, I just got affiliate status like
Yes.
a day ago.
So did
yesterday
I.
morning.
Actually no, I've had it a week now.
Twitch is really pushing it because of YouTube now adding in this gaming sponsorship thing that just came out.
Yeah. Have you noticed that YouTube's gaming sponsorship, they haven't shown how much of the cut goes to the YouTube?
No, they have. It's split.
Have they?
It's 50-50.
Is it 50-50?
Yeah.
I was a
Is
bit
that the same as
concerned when they
Twitch?
first announced it. No, Twitch is 50 in our favor.
Roach, he says Roach can survive a nuclear bomb, but not an Earth elemental.
Have you seen that fucking thing? It's goddamn.
It's evil.
Those things are horrendous, yeah.
An hour and a half.
And yeah, and my turn, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So you did lay on hands.
Yeah, lay on hands, 10 health.
Okay. So Coswin, the air fills your lungs, and then you realize that you're having a lot of trouble doing a full inhale. As you look up, you can't move. You just got this one arm that's kind of flailing. You feel Perry's hands grasping your forearm, and you realize you might now be a little claustrophobic after this incident. Okay, that makes it Rebecca's turn. If you want to try to get out, it's with advantage this time. It's with advantage because Hadrian's helping. Haven't rolled yet. 11. Nope. 15. Still stuck. All right. It is now this guy's turn. He comes out of the stone, reaches down into the ground, rends a big boulder out. He whips it at you, Artlocks.
Where is he?
Where is he? I can't see him.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's still on the GM layer. I haven't moved him. I just moved him out. He just took one step out of the stone.
Oh, I have cover.
Unless he's just gonna
cover.
Unless he's gonna hit me out of vindictiveness.
Cool.
It is a 19 to hit.
He misses.
Okay.
I have 17 AC with my shield.
17 AC plus 3, so yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that
20.
misses. So it just his first rock just slams into the monolith in front of you.
Oh shit! Hello.
The second one is going to be a 22.
Well, that one hits.
He's got +9 on these attacks.
God.
I think
Fucking boulder man.
I feel like a party that just went into like in an RPG that's gone into an area that is much higher level than our level.
This guy is not much higher level than
Actually,
you.
this feels quite easy so far.
I'm about to say this guy.
Yeah,
this
thanks,
guy's a
Perry.
CR.
That's great.
This guy's a CR6. So that's
Boulder man. I don't know what he is.
that is 11.
Looks like a hobgoblin.
16.
That's what I thought, but I didn't think they could phase into rocks.
No, they can't. So it's supposed to be some
So
sort of
that's
earth-based creature.
23 points of bludgeoning damage as
No
the
marks.
second rock slams
How
into you.
how many?
23 points of bludgeoning damage.
I can tell you, them rocks fucking hurt.
Oh, my
And
death
he's just going
saves
to-
reset, right? So
Yes, because you're up again. And he's just going to
that's the closest
hide behind
Cosmo's
the
been
rock.
to death in a long time.
Artlocks, that makes it your turn.
How dead are you? How close to death are you?
I have 8 HP.
I remember when I was
This
there.
guy hits like a this guy hits like a freight train.
Is he
Yeah,
bloody?
he does.
He looks shitty as hell, yeah.
Okay, what's the range on that? Where's the range on that?
Oh,
He is currently 30 feet away.
so apparently if it's a thrown weapon, it uses the same ability modifier as if you were using it for melee.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do this.
You mean if it's a throwing dagger?
I'm gonna...
Yeah, there's a difference between a dagger and a throwing dagger.
Yeah.
No, if a weapon has the thrown property,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
what we
throw the
mean.
Weapon to make, yeah.
Yeah, the throwing dagger is one that's meant. It has the thrown property, so it
Bramble.
can use strength.
There's only one type of dagger
You,
in this.
yeah, you have the thrown property on it. So that's why that.
Yeah, it has the
Right.
thrown property, correct?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right, so I could so it uses the strength modifier, the ability score. That's what I'm saying.
Rather than dex. Yeah, okay. Anyway, Vicious Mockery.
Oh, we're going again. Son of a bitch.
No, this is mocking him, so,
Oh, vicious mockery, right. I'm sorry, I thought you meant Tasha's hideous laughter. Alright, well, you do
Here's a-
1d4 psychic damage.
yeah, 2d4, but did he fail his wisdom saving throw?
7?
Yeah, he failed.
Yeah.
So 2d4 psychic damage.
What do you say to him?
6,
Your
is
rock
that all you
lovely.
got, you big boulder?
Damn.
He looks as if the term boulder is like a pejorative for his species.
Yeah.
It seems to have deeply hurt him.
Okay. And
He
then,
just goes home and cries.
as a bonus action,
Oh, I just noticed that the people who use cheers get the little icon next to them in chat. That's cool.
yeah. I'm just double checking something.
Oh, and it says who's the top cheerer is. Como the Kid.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cast a level 2 healing word on myself.
All right, level 2 healing word. Roll for healing.
2d4 plus 4. Let's make sure that's a slash roll.
All right, you take 7 points of healing. And is that the end of your turn? You want to do any movement?
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm like flat against this rock in cover?
Yeah, right there would give you cover against him. You guys would both have cover against each other right now.
Yeah. So, like, if I was to shoot him, I'd have pot shots, you know.
Yeah.
Adrian, don't
He'd have
leave.
partial cover,
You're
you
gonna
have
help me
partial
get out of this
cover.
damn thing.
So where I am, do I, have
can't
full cover?
believe-
Because I'm, like, flat against the rock.
You're a svelte guy, so yeah, sure.
Cool. Just...
Well, I'll say 3/4 cover where you are for.
Okay,
where
yeah,
you are.
fair.
3/4
That's
cover.
understandable, because he could, like, peek and see me kind of on the side.
Oh, and I just realized I've been giving the cover partial cover is 2, not 3, and 3/4 cover is 5. I thought it was 3 and 5, so I was giving you guys.
And you've
much-
had the same, though, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
and it's the same thing. So I think it would have made a 1 attack difference on both sides.
Each
But,
way.
Yeah, so kind of canceled out. But anyway, Sir Hadrian.
I'm just gonna move towards combat.
No! Help me!
Okay, you abandoned Rebecca.
You bastard!
I know, but I can do
will
more
kill
damage
you,
over there.
motherfucker!
All right, so you move 30 feet, and then you can use your action to move another 30 feet.
Oh yeah. So it's double, right?
You bastard!
If you dash.
If you use your action to dash, you can get to like here, I think. You can go.
Bastard.
That's fine. It's fine if you want to be there.
That's
Okay, is
my
that
turn.
it?
Yep.
All right. Coswin, anything?
Okay. I'm still stuck underneath the rock.
You are underneath this son of a bitch. You can do a strength check to try to push it off of you.
Right.
Perry, you want to help him?
Be the hero you were meant to be, Parry.
So what do I do
You
to help
saved his
him?
life. Do you want to help him out? You could leave him under there to suffer a little bit if you want.
Just assist in his strength check, I guess.
Just start calling him Royce.
So what do I do
Yes,
to help him? Just push strength.
Are you helping him or not?
I'll help. Yeah.
Okay, helping gives him advantage on that check, which means yes, cost when you rolled a natural 20 on that. Which way do you want to push it away from Perry or towards him?
Onto him.
Onto him. Perry, dexterity saving throw.
Son of a bitch.
It's like watching siblings fight.
I know.
Literally
Yeah, so
saved you.
Cost when you manage to get this thing just a little bit off of you, you see Perry to your left, and you're just like, what? And Perry.
Actually, this is because of that little. Oh, this combat's been easy so far. Little jab.
Perry, you take
Your guy wouldn't have heard
points
that. That's how. That's
of
not. That's how it
bludgeoning
can-
damage as Coswin hurls this thing over and it lands on top of you. It doesn't pin you like it did him, but you took 16 points of bludgeoning damage from it hitting you.
We should throw things.
You say 16.
16.
Okay.
Coswin
And,
stands up and dusts himself off.
Dust yourself off. You got 15 feet of movement if you want to take it, I think, and a bonus action.
There we go.
All right, Perry, it's your turn. You're not pinned. It just kind of like slammed into the side of you.
I can't hear you.
You're not pinned under the rock. It just slammed into the side of you, and you took the damage. So, you got an action, a bonus action, and your movement. What do you want to do?
Interesting.
Got a feeling a roach is about to be nudged.
All right. So, what do you want to do?
I'm trying to think what my character might do.
Is
Can't
this
really
where
get
all the
in there.
tension? Is this where all the tension boils over? We just start having a fist fight.
I'm just thinking about whether my character just go and hit you, just knock you back down.
All right.
Sure if you would
quickly.
or not.
Well, would he?
I don't think so.
He's a nice
Coward.
guy.
Just being the better man.
Hey,
He's
Okay.
gonna go up to the other guys up here and see what's, because obviously he has no idea what's going on up here because he's actually not been looking this way at all.
Oh yeah, you bet. You've been on the other side of the map helping out Coswin.
Yeah.
By the way,
Ask
Ben.
one of us.
Is that Hunger of Hadar still up? Like I thought
How
that
many
was.
turns does it last
No.
for?
because it's my I had concentration, so no, it's not.
Guys, what's going on
And,
then? Artlogs.
Everything,
Rockman.
all the smoldering
what's-
probably
what
would
is
have
this?
died.
Weird
down by
rock
now,
throwing gremlin man. Pointing.
Okay.
Hulk smash.
Somebody fed the Mogwai after midnight.
Someone dropped water on him.
Ben?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
too. All right, Rebecca. Wow. Okay, it's this guy's turn again.
The rope doesn't even try and tighten on me or fight back.
No,
I'm
it just restrains you. That's all it does.
It's just
The worst part about this, Tog, is that you were the only person to not be immobilized at the start
All
of
right,
this
so-
combat.
Yeah, this guy runs to where he can see you guys. Takes up another boulder out of the ground, hurls it. It just goes over your head and slams into the ground behind you. Angrily, he's gonna pick up another one and whips this one at Perry. Perry, 25.
Jesus Christ.
That's-
25.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one hits.
Yeah, that hits.
That one went off the table. So that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Sounds like a
24
lot.
points of bludgeoning. 24 points of bludgeoning damage as another rock slams into you.
I'm down.
Harry goes down with the impact. Artlocks.
I
You.
had 23. I had 23, and you got me with 24.
26.
Cool. I got a plan.
Like to share that with us?
Does that hit?
Yes.
Ha!
Oh, but just barely. Just barely.
Does that one hit?
That one misses.
Move back.
So you go up with the blink flail and whew, whew, and just whip it at the thing, and it just kind of like toom, like right across its face, just like nicks its nose.
And then I am going to, before we end the turn, so level 1 healing, level 1 healing word instead of 2. That's going to be 1d4 plus 4 on parry. 1d4 plus 4 because I clicked the wrong one. And parry, you've gained 7 HP.
Parry, you are conscious with 7 HP on the ground next to Artlocks, looking confused. Sir Adrian.
Wait, why did you move back? With the blink fill, you would threaten him in that area, and he couldn't move anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I already did it.
Oh.
No, I'm moving into cover,
And
so I've got
then-
more cover against the rocks. That's what I'm doing.
Sir
I'm
Hadrian.
going out, hitting him, running back.
That fucking hits. 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Not looking good.
He doesn't have a close combat weapon, though.
And then I'm going to use my second wind.
Okay.
Yay, fighter
1d.
abilities.
10 and... Do you want me to use level 4 or level 5? Because I use my fighter
Actually-
level.
He is resistant to that. Okay.
That one bludgeoning didn't do anything, did it?
No, well, it reduced it to half, which then rounded back up to 1, so he did
Oh,
one.
Do you want me to use the 4 or 5 for my fighter level, Ben?
4. You have not leveled up. So that was healing, right?
Yeah.
Alright, healed 7 points. Coswin, it's on you.
right.
I love that there's this thorn that's just been stood there, like, the entire time.
He's been watching the whole thing. dance. Well, actually, he stopped dancing.
Yeah, he stopped dancing.
Yeah, he stopped
So
dancing.
he's just like just sitting there like huffing and puffing.
I was
all
actually
going by quickly.
Why'd you have to say anything, Arlux? I was hoping that we could keep that going until the end of the combat, and like maybe go, oh right, shit.
He stopped. I forgot that he stopped too.
Yeah. Okay.
Tossman.
Yeah, no. I moved there. That's my movement. I guess I'm going to cast Scorching
I got
Ray.
another cheer. Let's go, Elemental.
All right.
All right.
Why am I
2
not
hits.
getting cheers today? It's because everyone's on YouTube, right? Yeah, everyone's watching on YouTube rather than Twitch.
15 fire damage.
Switch to Twitch. Switch to Twitch.
Switch.
Okay, how would you like to kill this guy? He had 14 HP.
I want the first fire, the first firebolt to knock out like one of his knees. Like just takes it out and like part of his like bottom leg goes off and his top leg's still there. Then the next one just takes off his head and he just goes down.
All right, so the first one slams into his knee. It hyperextends and goes the other way, knocking him down. The second one was aiming for his head, but went too quickly and right over him. The third one, he looks up, just right into his head, and just scorches it off, and he falls to the ground dead. And you guys are out of combat now.
Wait, what about Rebecca?
The rope surrounding her falls to the ground.
Woo!
And I think we should take a little break there.
Yeah, bio break.
A couple minutes, guys. Get some water. Get some to eat. Go to the bathroom.
You ever get a reply email from that developer about what was it, Hold Fast?
Yeah, actually, I did get a code for that yesterday.
What's this for?
A spare code or
Just one.
What's for?
For Hold Fast, Nation at War. It's like Mountain Blade.
Oh, okay.
Do you
know what I got a code for yesterday? What I'm really excited for.
Stalker?
No. There's one game that I got 2 games that one I'm playing on the channel for sure because I've already recorded video episodes for it, and another thing that I really want to. I'm just getting the name of the second thing. The thing I've recorded is a game called Northgard.
Yeah, I know that.
And the other one was for Warhammer 40k Space Wolf.
Oh, interesting.
Be back 1 second. Got a phone call.
Yep.
So yeah, looking forward to that.
The last 2 days, I got shotgun codes at me. I got, for some reason, codes to all of the Stalker games.
Okay, I'm back.
Fair.
10 years old, but okay.
Did you take a look at that game I linked to?
Yeah. It did seem very similar to the to Hold Fast. Only with, I think it was only naval combat as opposed to naval and land combat.
Yeah.
But
actually,
anyway,
I was checking out Hold Fast. I'm thinking I sent them an email. If I don't get a reply by the end of the week, I think I might pick it up.
Mm-hmm. Well, it took them a couple days for me. They even said in the email, like, sorry, it took a little while. We're a little busy here with the release of the game and whatnot, which is understandable. Are we all back?
Yeah.
I am.
Dog?
I am.
I never left.
Okay, so let's get back into it, gentlemen. What would you like to do?
I would like to go offer the thorn some water.
Okay.
Have I?
You walk over there, and he's just kind of huffing and puffing. You see that he looks kind of emaciated.
Yeah, I'm offering him some water skin.
He looks up at you, grabs the water skin, chugs it down for a second, wipes himself. He's just like, thank you.
Well, I'm also going to break off a bit of ration and tell him, eat it slowly because you're so emaciated.
He grabs it and just.
If you eat too fast, you might kill yourself.
He's already got the whole thing into his mouth. Just, What?
I mean, he's a fawn. It's.
If you eat things too fast once you've been so emaciated, you can cause yourself irrefutable damage.
He takes a big swallow. He goes, "Those are a lot of big words."
How did you end up here? Do you live here?
Have I broken free of this damn rope yet, Ben?
Yeah, we Yeah, we said before.
We established that.
Yeah,
The rope fell inert around you.
What
as
what
the,
plane
as
of
the beastie
existence
died.
are we on?
What plane? I have no idea. I've lived here my whole life.
Okay.
And how long would that be?
I am 16. 16 years old.
Okay. You wouldn't happen to have seen a floating gentleman that steals children, would you?
He kind of looks shocked for a second and goes, everybody's seen him.
Okay. Do you know anything about him?
Some things. He lives in his manor on the other side. We just call him the Dread Emperor.
The Dread Emperor. Okay, good.
This sounds like a lovely
points
man.
off into the distance, and Arlux, make a perception check.
Okay. Where is my character sheet? There it is. There.
Hear the slight beat of drums and feel the urge to dance.
Yeah. Now that you're in kind of a bit of a hillock, in sort of a raised area, you can see over the treetops, and way off in the distance, you could just make out the tippy top spires of like a Gothic manor in the distance.
Good. Is there anything else you know about the man?
We don't go near him. He takes people into his house, and they don't come out. Not the same, at least. Anyway.
All right. Here's the more important question right now. Do you have a home?
I live. Yes.
Do you live in a specific area or place?
Yes.
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
For me, it is. Gives you a big smile.
All right.
Like nervously.
All right. Here's the deal, buddy. We just saved your life.
Yeah, you broke my flute, though.
Oh, of course it was yours. Oh, it's not called
a pan. Well, it was mine, and then he took it, and then I tried to get it back, and I got stuck here. Oh,
well,
that's
I'm
been days
sorry
ago.
that we saved you from your own flute that was going to kill you.
Doesn't matter.
Flutes?
We still saved you.
He gets up and he starts picking up the shattered pieces of his flute.
We would appreciate it if you would let us stay with you in your home for at least a night or 12 hours, whichever one is longer, whichever one's shorter.
He gives you a big sigh. He goes, "That would be the appropriate thing to do." And he goes to try to run away.
Grab his collar.
Okay. Athletics or acrobatics?
He's emaciated. I get advantage, surely.
He rolled a 6. So
Yeah.
So you managed to grab him by the back of the vest, and his little hoofed feet start going, and then he just kind of slumps back down. And he goes, "Fine. Shall we?"
Hold on one moment. Have we looted everyone here?
Actually, can we do like the whole identifier? Is there anything this creature's good for, like body parts wise? Not the one that I'm holding.
The little guy you're talking to?
No, the stone being, or the elemental.
The earth elemental is just rock. Yeah. The other guy was like part rock, part like humanoid, and you blasted his head off. There's not much usable left. There's some rock and some sinew.
Okay,
stuff
that's
like
fine.
that, but
there's just bits of rock.
He was just picking up boulders. He was just pulling boulders out of the ground and whipping them at you. And his melee weapon was literally just a stone club.
Right.
So
I've
got the valuable bit then.
Okay. What
you took
valuable
a satchel
bit?
of
I didn't say that out loud.
Oh.
All right.
You took his satchel of shinies.
All right. Sounds like we're good then.
Cool.
Let's head to safety to get 8 hours of rest.
Okay, so
will this be considered a safe place that I can level up?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Nope. You gotta be like back home in a town.
Yeah. Not mid-adventure.
Yeah. I mean, I did say that way at the beginning.
Yeah.
So he starts leading you guys away from the stone circle and the small hillock back into the forest. It takes about an hour and a half of travel before. Wow, that is really swelling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been like that for us for a while, but nobody's talked, so
Yep.
your sound's set to normal levels.
I hate the music system in Roll20. It's so bad.
Is it? Isn't the well? I mean, your biggest thing is the auto ducking. That messes with your volume, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my biggest issue. But I mean, even the fact that these tracks aren't normalized, so you have to individually go through and balance them out so they're like at least close to the same level. So you put them all at like a third volume. Some will swell really loud, and some will be like almost unable to hear, even if they're all set to the same volume. But anyway, he leads you through the Bramble Forest, and it doesn't take but about an hour and a half before you get to doesn't really amount to a clearing. It's more just a series of like large hollowed out trees in the same vicinity of each other, and you see a bunch more of these creatures kind of mewing about. Anybody doing anything?
Sorry, I'm just cancelling a subscription I already cancelled that they just charged me for.
Oh. Been there, done that.
So, what are you people?
That's not...
I ask as respectfully as possible to the little man.
He looks up at you, cranes his neck forward, and tries to straighten up. He goes, "I'm a satyr, of course. Have you never seen a satyr?"
What the fuck's a satyr? Arcana check or history check? Or what check?
Well, I literally just told you what it is. It is a fey creature that is like half goat, half human.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a thorn in my language.
No, I can't say I've ever met one of you.
Yeah, well, I've never met one of you either, so now we're even.
Human?
No? Is that terribly absurd? Do you see any humans about?
I'm honestly surprised.
What are any elves about?
That's actually a good question.
Shakes his head.
Oh, I also teleport my dagger to my hand because I left it at the other place.
Wait, your fey creatures. This certainly does not seem like a happy fey, wild.
Your dagger is your like
one of
bound
two.
weapon.
One of
Dagger's
two.
still in my head.
Okay.
This place doesn't seem very Fey-wildy. At least what you'd imagine. It seems actually quite desolate and sad.
He looks up at you and goes, "Well, I have no idea what you're talking about."
Well, I'm simply saying I'm surprised that Fey creatures would settle in this area.
He looks at you and he just goes, "What's a fey creature?"
You. Me.
You!
Me.
He goes up to you, Artlocks, and like kind of like puts his arm around like your thigh. He goes, Yep, we're one and the same."
Well, no, it just means creatures that have been originated around the Feywild. It's a long story.
Do you have any elders in this town?
He looks at you again and goes, "You guys got a lot of strange words. A lot of them.
Old satyrs.
Are you the only satyr?
I'm not the oldest. There's some that are older than me.
Is there a leader?
Not really. We just kind of do what we want.
We're an organized collective. I see.
He goes, anyway, he just kind of shakes his head for a second. Come with me. I did promise. And he leads you over to this big tree, and he opens up a little door, and he pops in. The door's like your waist height.
Okay, so Coswin's fucked. Coswin's sleeping outside. Because, Rebecca's going to have a hard time getting into this building. Coswin is 6'1", or 7'1".
7'1".
Yeah, no.
Well, then I'm gonna look for a comfortable spot around this tree to lay down at.
Well, that's
You just
interesting. So, I cancelled the subscription to this place, and they've just charged me for it again. And I've tried to log in, and they don't recognize the email that my account goes to, which is the email they've emailed.
I got this email from you guys, and it says that this email is not valid.
So I physically can't log in to...
Sounds like you need to call a support line.
Oh, joy.
What's the plan here, gentlemen?
I guess I'll try and go inside since I'm like the shortest of the group.
How tall are you?
I'm 4'9".
I like how you
Or no.
you said I'm not gonna fit in. You're the smallest person.
No, I said I'm going to have a hard time fitting in. Coswin, on the other hand, is not going to be able to fit in. Period.
So
that's what I said.
You just have to kind of get down and hunch over and squeeze the doorway. It's clearly not built for someone your size, but it's homely on the inside.
Oh, this is a nice place.
It's awkwardly shaped because it's basically he lives in a hollowed out like old tree, but it's furnished with like rough cut furniture and there's.
It's got a rustic vibe to it.
Mm-hmm. He goes. You see him go over to like a little pantry and start pulling out some food and just shoveling it into his face.
Be careful though. The gentleman that gave you that food wasn't wrong about you getting very sick from that.
He just keeps shoveling into his face. He goes, "I'll take my chance."
Fair enough. How long were you stuck there?
He looked at you and goes, a couple days, like I said.
I guess I settle down.
Sit down in a chair that's too small for you, like knees pulled up.
I'll spend my hour reconjuring my familiar.
Wait, were you taking a short rest?
No, I thought we were taking a long rest, guys.
If you're taking a long rest, it's a lot longer than an hour.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to spend an hour conjuring my familiar, and then I'm going to rest.
Alright, you can't conjure your familiar while you're resting.
I just said that I was going to conjure it and then rest. Then take my long rest.
You said you were going to spend an hour doing it.
Yes, because the casting time is an hour.
But you can't do both.
Well, no, he can though, Ben. He's saying he's gonna cast it, then he's gonna take a rest.
So you're gonna spend an hour. So that means everybody else has got to take longer than a long rest by an hour to catch up.
I mean, to be honest, I don't have a problem with this.
Yeah, oh no, we have to sit down and have breakfast before we leave.
So what's the plan?
I mean, I'm not that comfortable with spending extra time in a possible different dimension.
It's literally an hour.
An hour can be up to like 100 years.
A short rest is an hour. You guys are talking about taking more than a long rest.
Well, taking a long rest is 8 hours. We're taking 9 hours at that point then.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but I'm gonna murder every one of you if we come back in a different time period.
We leave. We come back before we leave.
In time. Artlox has to apologize.
You go back and see yourself walking through the portal.
No!
No, don't do it!
Yeah, I'm willing to rest.
A rest would be nice.
Okay. He looks at you and he just kind of casts his arm. He goes, I don't have a lot of room, but you can sleep on my floor. I don't think you'll fit in my bed, and I'm going to use it anyway, so...
A place without things trying to kill me is a welcome sight. I don't care if it's a floor. I take out my bedroll and lay down on this floor.
Okay, everybody taking a long rest?
Yeah.
So, you guys are going to restore your hit points, all your spent spell slots. Coswin and Sadrian, restore your spent strength. All right. So Sir Hadrian stretches out outside of the house. A couple of you guys who feel like it can sleep on the floor.
I think I gotta sleep outside.
Could cost one. Yeah, probably not gonna fit through the door. 7'1" blue man group. The other satyrs seem mildly interested in you guys, and you know, every once in a while, you guys wake up with like a satyr poking you with a stick and bat them off.
Stop that!
When at the end of your long rest, you wake up to see the satyr like sitting at the top of his like small staircase that kind of curls up the edge of the of his little you know, like hollowed out tree hovel with like a notepad just like furiously going at it.
I'm honestly surprised a cat doesn't have dark vision in D&D, even though cats in real life do.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interject this. I'm just honestly surprised by that. Looking at,
I think like little tiny monsters like that just get advantage and not actual. Yeah. The challenge rating 0 has 2 hit points. Has advantage on checks that rely on smell.
I mean,
That's it.
Can I spend some of the time to ask the satyrs like what they know about the Dark Emperor or whatever he was?
Yeah, that's fine. They inform you that he's called the Dread Emperor, and they inform you that they generally try to stay away from him and his manor. It is guarded, it is dangerous there, and they tell you that every once in a while they see him walking through the Bramble Forest with humans in tow, small humans.
Guarded by what?
They when you ask them what's guarding it, you see the satyrs. They put their hands like as high up over their heads as possible and hunch their shoulders over. And one of them squints with one eye and holds the other eye open really, really wide. Just kind of like snarls.
Like Cyclops.
Yeah, that's the extent of the visual description as you get.
So big, one eye.
Oh, well, they're really big. It's got 2 eyes, but one of them's really big and like bulbous.
Oh, okay.
One of them's really little and kind of squinty.
Okay. Like, what's it called? The eagle things. Well, that's right. Have we all rested up?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's rested. Everybody gets their spell slots back, their hit points back. Strength points back.
So, head towards...
Although I really loved having Cost win at 7 strength. That was fun.
I mean, it didn't do it.
Although you got I know, it was good to keep in mind, but you still rolled a natural fucking 20 on the only strength check you did.
Yeah. Fuck, if you want to really hurt me, hit my will. It's
Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna ask if any of the satyrs have any supplies or anything.
They have foodstuffs.
No more magical pan flutes.
Nope.
Can any of you cure curses for a reasonable sum of money?
Let me.
oh yeah, by the way, when our poor little fawn friend who let us stay in his house comes down in the morning, there's an owl just sitting on one of his like doorway frames.
Okay. And no, cannot cure. Cannot do that.
Not lift curse, cure curse,
Nope.
nothing like that.
Nope.
Nothing like that. I'm sure.
They don't seem. They seemed perplexed at the suggestion that they have the ability to do stuff like that.
Okay. Well, we take our leave, I guess. Onwards, party!
You hear the little satyr from inside the house go onwards, and you hear of him running down the stairs and just starts following after you.
We've got the Sapir now with us. Is that what you're saying?
He's got a big smile on his face. He's just kind of like marching behind you guys.
What are you doing?
He goes, onward! That's what we said, onward!
Are you coming?
He goes into his pouch and grabs like a piece of fruit and just starts eating it.
I assume you don't want to go to the Dread Emperor's home.
I'm interested in adventure. That's what I'm interested in. And he takes out his little book again and he starts.
It's your funeral.
He looks up. He looks over at you, Rebecca, and looks back down.
The owl is just peering at him from my shoulder.
Okay.
He's small.
Yeah, he's a little guy. He goes, I can be of help. I know the way.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's good. Lead on.
Okay. So, he leads you on, and let's see here. He does manage to lead you through like thinner parts of the Bramble Forest. He doesn't seem to follow a path, but he does seem to know where he's going. After a few hours of travel, the forest starts to thin out, and what you guys can see is what looks like the shattered ruins of a city, maybe not a city, but a town. It's not that big, and rising up out of it like a Gothic fortress.
Oh, good.
Doesn't look destructive at all.
He sits back down in some tall grass and grabs his sketchbook and starts looks over at Coswin. Just,
is he drawing us?
Yeah.
Yes.
May I look at it? I ask him.
He goes, sure. And he turns it around, and it's like a really rough, crude, almost like childlike drawing of you, Rebecca, in the claws of an owl, and like a speech bubble around it that's just screaming, "Help!"
Cool.
You realize this
he goes back, flips the page, looks over at Coswin.
Right, can I perception check for guards?
Yeah, you can.
See through time and space.
Yeah,
You look over. What is it with you and the crits on perception checks? Jesus.
Where was it earlier when we saw this fucking portal?
Today, all that anyone's rolling today is like 19, 20, or 2 and 1. That's it. That's no middle ground. You gaze across these shattered ruins, and there's this this large partial wall that looks like it was once like a grand structure, but it's caved in completely on one side and kind of diagonally goes up to its full height on the other. And you can see just moving past the lower area behind the taller area, just this kind of brownish black body with these kind of bulbous protrusions on it move behind. And as you look closer at that area, you can feel the steady rhythmic of really heavy footfalls.
Oh,
Matt,
good.
are there birds in the air here?
No.
Outlocks, do you want me to send out my owl to take a closer look from bird's eye view?
Hold on, I want to wait a moment to see if we can wait if the footfall like appears anywhere.
Wouldn't that give us away though, since there's no birds in the air?
That is a good point.
True.
This is why I'm normally a GM. I can screw over players with that information.
You could feel the rhythmic now that you're fully well aware of them. You can feel those heavy rhythmic footfalls kind of fading and then stopping for a moment and coming back.
Something's patrolling.
Thank you, One.
Food.
Food.
Yeah.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
I doubt we'll be able to sneak in.
Not with you and Mr. Perry having.
You have disadvantage. You
Like
and I
Chaos
think
Knights
Perry have
syndrome.
disadvantage on stealth checks.
Hence why I don't think we'll be able to sneak in.
Well, before we get into a really big thing, how much longer do we have in the sesh?
You got 30 minutes left.
30 minutes. Okay.
So we got a little time to maneuver around and do stuff if you want, but if we get into a big thing, then we'll probably end it there.
Okay. So, is there a way I could get, like, flush to the wall without anything seeing me, so I could get, like, closer to the...
Wait, who's the most stealthiest person here?
Got a +1, but I have proficiency in stealth and
+4.
dexterity.
So Rebecca.
I have proficiency in stealth also.
All right.
So what, you get
terms of what you're...
You get a 7 to it?
Oh, you got a +4.
Then that's the same as me. Because
Okay.
if you're proficient in it, and then it'll be whatever your plus to dexterity is, and then the...
Proficiency bonus.
Yeah. So you have the exact same as me. So you have a dex of what, 13?
Right. I trust Arlux more. I have a certain cloak.
In terms...
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking.
You do. In terms of what you're looking at, you are standing, like, just inside the edge of where the Bramble Forest, like, starts to fade off into just, like, this, like, dead open plain. There's about 300 feet of just, like, tall grass, and then the city rises, the ruined town rises up out of that, and then there's the past a few hundred feet of, like, ruined buildings, then there's the Gothic Manor, the Dread Emperor's Palace.
Is his
Okay.
name Roberts by any chance?
What'd you say?
Is the Dread Emperor's name Roberts by any chance?
You don't know.
I'm going to send my owl and tell it to try and fly low. To
Why? We just went over.
We just went over that there's no other birds!
All right.
You send the bird out, and it gets like 20 feet out, and then you're just like, oh no, wait! And it
Get back here!
just comes back.
Okay, I'm gonna use the ruins.
I
and
mean,
the
like
tall
having
grass
like having a
to try
Bengal
and
tiger
get as
scout for
close
you
as I
in
can.
Nebraska. Like, what the fuck?
To get as close as I can and get a better look on what we're coming up with, and then Rebecca can read my mind and relay to the rest of the party what I see.
Okay.
What is the range on your
30 feet, so it ain't gonna work too well.
Oh,
You got there's like 300 feet of open
Yeah.
Okay.
fields with tall
maybe
grass.
not then. Okay, I'll sneak there and sneak back.
Wait a second.
Maybe.
Wait a second.
Can I have the cloak?
Well, just wait a second. You only have minor illusion, don't you? You don't have major illusion.
No, I didn't pick up major.
Okay. Never mind. I was gonna say you could just like cast major illusion from a distance and have it like speak what you find, because you can make it sound whatever you want to sound like. So you can just say like, "This is what I found over here." But never mind, because minor illusion only goes 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can have a cloak. Here you go. I pull it out of. I think I have a bag, so I'll pull it out of my bag. I haven't used it.
You pull it out and just get it in a flump. It's got like folds in it because it's been sitting like in the drawer for so long. It's got creases.
Boy, you can't see the folds. It's invisible.
It's not invisible until you put it on and activate it.
Exactly. I mean, why would I waste the time ironing it?
All right, so Artlox, what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be using being low in the long grass with the invisibility cloak.
Okay.
Move slowly into the ruins, and then use the ruins to try and get a better view of the manor and whatever's guarding it.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to make one stealth check to cross the field. With advantage because you're using the cloak.
Hey, look!
Done.
Okay.
Done.
There we go. What was I saying about those lows and highs? You rolled a 3 and a 20.
Jesus.
All right, so you managed
3 criticals
see
in like 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ. You guys just gotta narrow all that stuff down to one person at a time. You throw the cloak over yourself, kneel down, and you guys see Artlox just disappear out of sight. You just see the little of like the grass parting as he moves through it. It takes him a couple minutes, you know, crouched down, moving slowly to move through the grass. You get to the edge of the ruined town, Artlox. I'm gonna need you to make a second stealth check with advantage. Okay. So you get to the edge of the town. You kind of straighten up and crink your back for a second, then hunch back down over. You get to the edge of the first building, and you can feel the heavy footfalls. You stick your head around the corner, and you see a monstrous being, easily 20, 30 feet tall, huge bulbous protrusions all over its body. It's hunched over, and it's got one gigantic arm, then one like little bit of a smaller one. It's dragging a huge club behind it. It's got this one big yellow kind of like pus-filled eye and one tiny, tiny little one. You stick your head around the corner, Artlox, and you just see the thing immediately look directly in your direction. And let's see.
Does it see me? Okay.
Nah.
I have a plan.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay, I can fail at that because I can. Hey, wait, hang on. I need to double check if I get advantage on.
Is it a charm?
Nope. I need to get more dice.
I'm going to also be doing something, Ben, while this is going on.
All right. Well, I'm searching for dice. What are you doing?
How long would this be taking? Like upwards of 10 minutes?
It would probably take 5 or 6 minutes.
Okay, so in the meantime, I'm still in the middle of casting clairvoyance.
Okay.
On the top spire of the Gothic Tower.
Is there a range on that?
1 mile.
Yeah, you're within a mile.
Okay. And if we do ever get it done, if I do manage to get it done, and if Artlox doesn't attract the fuzz on us, I'm going to pick C.
All right.
There's a lot of dice that Ben just rolled.
That was a lot of dice. Midge, I think you done goofed.
It's been good knowing you, Artlox.
Yep.
You take 27 points of psychic damage.
Jesus!
What the fuck is this thing? Hold on.
Spooky, that's what it is.
You, as the gaze penetrates your mind, Artlox, you see these flashes of like.
I'm just making sure I don't get advantage on the saving throws.
Uh-huh. You see a vision of like a great giant just clobbering his way past some trees and smashing elves out of the way. You zoom back out of the vision. You look down at your hands, and you can see like buboes basically start to form across your hand and up your arm, and you feel your back starting to curve in on itself, giving you this premature like elderly like old man hunch to your back. And you feel yourself physically deforming.
Jesus, what are these things?
There's only one.
That we can see.
Your speed is halved, so you can only move to 15 feet per turn. You have disadvantage on all ability checks, on all ability saving throws, and all attacks based on strength and dexterity.
Holy sh!
Your body is physically deformed from the psychic attack, and you are, you're not in a good spot. I don't think we'll end it for the day there.
I want to know how the thing saw me. I mean, does it have to have sight?
Its passive perception is higher than your stealth roll.
Yeah.
Which was a 12. I mean,
11. Oh yeah,
so
12.
passive perception is just noticing
Awareness.
things and sights and sounds and movement and stuff like that. His passive perception was higher than your stealth roll, so
Well, which was a 14. Yeah.
which was a 12.
With a 14, I have advantage.
Oh, you have advantage, yeah, but yeah, okay. It was his PP was 18.
Okay.
Holy shit! That means he has to have wisdom of. Oh my god.
That's really scary.
So we're ending it there for today. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you all so
I think
much.
that's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good ending point. Artlock's being physically made into like a hunched old man.
I'm trying to look for the fucking the page.
You, in terms of visuals, you have taken on like a miniature version of that of him. Like one of your eyes starts to bulge out of your head, and you get these like pus-filled buboes start to erupt across your body, and your skin starts to turn gray.
Cosmo's got to find a priest or some sort of magical user that can do the remove curse.
Yeah, you're just one of those fucking Avatar weirdos.
Well, I have to find somebody that can remove the curse before I can see, before I talk to Artlox's fiance again. Because it's gonna hurt my chances stealing her.
Yeah, being a blue man is probably gonna hurt on that.
Yeah, so hey, it's a good thing I spent those. It's a good thing I spent like what was it, a month or two or 6 months talking up the magical community in Karna.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
you did.
so.
Anyway, I'm gonna end my stream here. Thank you so much for
Same here.
Bye bye.
Yep. See ya.
Bye guys.
Yep.
Oodles.
Oh,
What is
man,
this thing that's
a,
attacking me?
That was a. I'm not telling you.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna let you spend a week doing research on this thing.
Well, I just want to know how it's like done a sight attack on me through invisibility.
Just start going through.
It was a psychic attack,
Right.
So it was mental, and in terms of it noticing you, the DC for him noticing you when you moved to the town was equal to your stealth check, and so you had to beat an 18 for him to not notice you moving through the town.
Right.
The cloak gave you advantage on those rolls.
It's not a full cloak. Remember, it's a tattered cloak.
Yeah, it's like tattered on the bottom.
Jesus.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Arlox could just go through the monster manual for the next week, page by page, and see anything that remotely looks like what Ben's describing. But then again, you also have the chance that he made it up himself. So,
I did not.
so it's in the monster manual.
Or it's one of the other manuals he's got.
The only thing in this encounter, the only thing that I homebrewed was the magical flute operating by itself.
Which I know where you got the idea from that from.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, actually, I also know where you got the fawn who makes drawings that aren't flattering.
Yeah.
I think I know what it is, Ben, and if it is, oh my god, you monster.
Okay, in terms of mechanics, what you guys fought a CR6 and a CR5 before. It was a 5 and a 6.
Yeah, because what's an Earth Elemental's 6, right? 5. Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
The other thing you got came out of Volo's Guide to Monsters,
Mm-hmm.
and is a Korid.
Yep.
Korid.
Yes, it's a Korid.
Damn you using books I don't own.
I'm sorry, it's not a CR6. It was a 7, so it was a little more difficult than I thought it was. But anyway, the hair is a magical property that it has. Its hair is magical and grows out, and then when you cut its hair, the hair turns into into a material similar to whatever you used to cut it. So he had this coil of his own hair made out of steel, basically.
That's smart.
That is bound, and he got to use it kind of like Tyburn's spiritual weapons. He can use a bonus action to move it around. All it could do was grapple someone, though. And then he had a couple spells, which was he had the stone one that allowed him to enter into stone. And then he had the Conjure Elemental, which you guys saw. And his big thing, though, is that he does, when he's in contact with the natural terrain, he does 2 additional damage dice on all of his attacks. So if he
I should have levitated him.
If he's not touching the ground, he'd do 2d8 plus 6. but when he's touching the ground, he does 48 plus 6, which is why he hits like a damn freak.
I could make the argument that while he was in Hunger of Hadar or the area scorched by my fireball,
He never launched attacks while in that area.
true, but if I knew about that, I would have tried to get him in that area, because that could have been argued to be not the natural terrain, that was modified terrain.
Oh, the Hunger Har, definitely.
Definitely the
The
hunger.
Hunger of Hadar.
Definitely hunger.
You could argue the Hunger of Hadar. You wouldn't have won a fight for the ground while it's on fire. But you could have argued the Hunger of Hadar. But he used his burrow ability to supplant because he can move through the ground,
Right.
just like an elemental.
Yeah.
So he just
I completely forgot our cloak wasn't a full cloak of invisibility.
No, it isn't.
That's the whole reason I don't use it all that often, because it only gives you advantage on stealth checks. It doesn't give you invisibility.
I mean, I could have cast invisibility on myself.
What? God damn it!
God damn it, Artlocks.
Why didn't you?
Because I thought it was a full cloak of invisibility.
No, it wasn't.
You need to confirm things. We need to talk to each other more.
Well, the
But-
thing is what my clairvoyance
In-
spell is going to do is it's got
What is your clairvoyance spell? Lets you basically see what's in that tower, right?
everything around it. I'm putting it on top of the tower so I can see into the whole area around the
Alright, let's look at
estate.
clairvoyance. Let's see. You can't put it up there.
Why?
You have to have been able to... Oh, so it says visited or seen before, so I guess you could see it from a distance, so yeah, that'll count.
Or obvious places that are unknown.
Yeah. Behind a door, around a corner, in a grove of trees. The sensor remains in a place for duration. The duration
10
is 10 minutes. Casting
Well,
time,
we'll
10
at least
minutes.
see that.
You can use the chosen sense through the sensor as if you were in its space. As your action, you can switch between seeing and hearing. Yeah, you would just basically like
Sit
put like
there.
a camera up there
Have a
that you can
bird's
see
eye
through.
view, basically, without the bird.
At least we can
And
see
only
Artlock
things-
slowly dying.
And
Yeah,
you can,
so like from up there, you'd be able to actually you're not going to be able to see what happened because this is going to happen before you get the spell up.
Yeah, before I got the spell up.
So
I
you were
might
going to
see
see
the
two
extra
of these
effects.
things.
I mean, this is going to be like 3 or 4 minutes before you get the spell up.
Yeah.
So I guess what's going to happen is going to depend on Artlocks.
Yeah.
Well,
but
if he does
extra
turn
effects of it.
into, if he just turns into a copy of the creature, that copy will have the cloak of invisibility, which Coswin would take as a sign that Artlox is dead, and we need to retrieve the magical item.
Oh man, I did not expect you to fail that throw.
Nor did I. I got a 21 on the other half, and I was like,
Charisma. That's your best stat,
yeah,
I think.
I just rolled a 4.
Couldn't
on that
you
one.
give yourself bardic inspiration?
I could. Yeah. But I don't know the DC, so...
Well, yeah, but you know what's going to happen if you fail it now.
Yeah,
So-
true.
He already failed it.
I'm saying he could add bardic inspiration onto what he rolled, because he didn't think of it at the time. Because he was spending most of that time thinking he had a advantage on charisma saves.
Yeah.
So he was thinking about that the whole time.
Which
you
I
were
swear
explaining
something
it.
I had did do that. And I just never used it.
Well,
I don't know what it
no,
was.
I think you're thinking.
ring-
I think you're thinking the ring of
thinking about
noble
the ring?
kind, because that gives you advantage on charisma saves versus noble people. I am wearing that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
the
swear
only
it was
item
something
I
in my
do-
build that did it, but I can't find it anywhere.
He can't be that broken.
Yeah.
You can't be
it's-
charisma based.
This is a first time a charisma save has come up against me.
Well, that's because charisma is very rare, actually, for spell effects. Unless you're dealing directly with charm effects, which you're immune to, which kind of wastes actually your being a bard, a charisma caster. It doesn't come up that often.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time with spells, if it's like an attack or a grapple action, it's going to be strength or dex, or if it's going to be a magical effect, it's normally wisdom.
Yeah, if it's a charm,
Which is why I was looking at the cheat sheet, and I looked over at my monster manual, I was like, charisma, and I looked at the cheat sheet, and it's the strongest saving throw, charisma. I was like, he's going to get it. If you passed, you would have taken half damage and no lingering side effects.
I'm just... why is it that I had 3 crits in a row there and then failed on the one that mattered?
Because you had 3 crits in a row. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Question. Tog, how much money do you have on you?
He means in real life.
Extortion.
This is a robbery,
Because there is a material component to clairvoyance.
He has a focus.
Well, it doesn't matter. If it's got an associated cost, you have to have that item
That's
of associated
true.
cost with you.
Or just the equivalent amount of gold, which also works.
It depends on the item. Like for some of the more expensive stuff, I'm probably going to rule that you will have to specifically go and get it. Like for Hero's Feast, I think it's like a goblet or a chalice worth at least 1,000 gold. I'm not gonna say that's something that you're gonna have laying around on your person. You would have had to go out and specifically buy a goblet worth 1,000 gold.
Did I just hear going out and buying a goblin worth 1,000 gold?
We're asking you...
Tog, I'm asking you a question.
I'm sorry, I just got back. I was using the restroom.
Oh, Tog, how much money do you have on your character?
I have currently 250 gold.
Okay. Because there is a material component to clairvoyance that's 100 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And that's right on the verge of where I'd say you'd have to have that stuff with you, not just the money. In this case, I'll say, yeah, you can do it, but in the future, you're gonna have to have the components with you. So before we leave, make sure you mark off 100 gold pieces from your.
I'll do that right now.
From your inventory. Because like before, the only time this came up before, it was something worth 10 gold, and I was like, okay, that's not a big deal. It's perfectly valid for you to like. But this is getting to the like 100 gold pieces. That's where we're getting to the level where.
Are you sure you want to? Are you sure you want to?
You gotta have
mark it down there, because there are some material components for a lot of spells that are much more expensive. Like the range goes up to
10,000.
Yeah, 10,000. That's the biggest one. 100's actually 100's actually very. 100 is a very small amount compared to most spells. Because the majority of spells will, like if you're talking about material component costs and you're doing it like on a range, the majority of them would fall. It's probably 50-50 in terms of how many have 100 and lower, and more than 100, maybe.
That's why I'm kind of like on the tipping point at about 100. Lower than that, I'm probably going to say, yeah, it's okay for you to just have the just mark off the money. Higher than that is where it's going to be like, yeah, you got to have that shit with you. What, Midge, did you just find it?
Yeah.
What, do you have...
found the creature?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh.
It's fucking scary, isn't it?
That's a CR8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you went out alone.
You literally walked right into it, basically.
In all fairness, a 6 and a 5, a 5 and a 7 is more tough to fight than an 8 alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was with 4 other people a minute ago. I'm now on my own.
I didn't tell you to go out there alone.
No, I didn't expect to go in, like, to where it was. I was trying to get a view of it. God.
It probably would have been better for you to have failed the first check.
Yeah.
As if you failed the first one, he would have just noticed the grass moving, and he would have come like trudging out of the city and start like looking over the field, and everyone would have seen him, and you would have seen him.
Yeah.
But you passed the first one and failed the second one, which meant you were in an urban environment. You were in close combat quarters.
I've got a plan, which is to use the fucking real invisibility and start running.
Well.
I can't believe I forgot that wasn't real invisibility, if that made sense.
And
I get it.
Ben, I think that thing's permanent, right?
It's got a saving throw associated with it.
What's this?
Yeah.
Your disfigurement.
Oh, every long rest I can try to get it off me.
If it's anything like fucking Tog, you're gonna have it permanently.
That for a while.
It's a charisma save. I should be okay.
Charisma.
Well, hey, you know, I'm all right with you. I'm all right with you not being able to make it. That actually increases my chances with your fiance.
Yeah.
Mr.
Maybe now
Living
he can
Group.
make his move on Diana.
Oh man, I really regret.
I
not-
mean, in all honesty,
not
Cosmo's
taking
been
a different
trying already.
ideal, or
I gotta say, I'm a little sad that the pan flute was destroyed, though.
So am I.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I wanted that.
What
In terms
could you
of spells, it would allow if you guys had gotten it, would have allowed you to cast Otto's Irresistible Dance.
Oh, Jesus. That smells ridiculous.
I was
Evil.
thinking of picking that up anyway.
Yeah.
That's a fun one. I love
Just
that.
'cause it-
Hilarious.
Vicious mockery attaches hideous laughter. Let's go for a dancing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's the best
So
hideous
far-
laughter that I think I've seen.
Oh.
We've been able to pull off. We had
No,
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't be surrounded by goats. Laughing at the goats.
oh,
okay, yeah.
True.
surrounded by murder goats was funny. Oh man, that was good. But I mean, like, honestly, you guys tied down the two bad guys for like 3 or 4 solid turns.
No.
Which-
Outlocks, we did good. Or Midge, we did
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I know.
We did our jobs. I played the utility character. Yay!
Well, when you were able to.
When I was capable, and then I spent the rest of the
You
time trying
literally-
to get out.
You spent, well,
The entire combat.
if I hadn't rolled an epic failure on the damage throw,
I would have been down.
you would have been down. But you know, Magnus luck.
Yep.
And then
Hallelujah
you had
for
one
Magnus
turn to
luck.
move before that thing tied you up for the rest of the match.
Well, I think I'm gonna head off. I'm not gonna be able to join you today, Ben. Unfortunately,
That's okay.
I'm too tired. Next week, though.